$5,000 for Jaylen Brown. Actually, to be honest with you guys, Jaylen Brown getting fined $35,000, that's fake money to him. How about some accountability, though, Celtics, huh? Oh, the refs, we only got 4 free throws in a game. How about you make your shots down the stretch? Because Wemby did. You didn't. I heard the Green Teamers this week. I was watching. Go check out their podcast. Jake Seymour, James Caramazino. Well, the refs. Well, maybe they get the call tonight. Celtics basketball, Pacers, Celtics. Coming up next, I'm Joe Murray here on 98.5 The Sports.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5 The Sports Hub. This is Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jaylen left-hand dribble drive, pulls up at the dotted line, looks it up, it rattles home, and Jaylen Brown has his 50-point game against Kawhi and the Clippers in L.A. Jaylen, right-hand dribble, into the paint, goes to Derek White, who steps back into the corner for three. Moving and grooving.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
Jaylen forces it up over six. He tied it. He did it. Jaylen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum set to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, and by Comcast Business.
Pritchard, half court, it's in the air. He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again with the world watching. He knocks down a half-court three.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Granty and Cedric Maxwell.
At Cambridge Fieldhouse, we know it very well, familiar territory in Indianapolis, Indiana, where tonight Celtics embark on their longest Eastern Conference road trip of the year. Longest in years, really. 4 games in 4 cities, starting tonight against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers. Thanks for checking in. At the start of the road trip, I'm Sean Grady. The Dream Team is back together tonight. Abby Chin is sitting in for Max. She will join us shortly. And coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA, the Game 39 edition, getting close to the halfway point of Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. We'll get to the latest on Jaylen Brown. Here's the latest. He is not playing tonight. He made a surprise appearance on the injury report yesterday and now will not play. We'll also get to the latest on his wallet after a post-game tirade for the ages after Saturday's loss to the Spurs, in which he played 43 minutes without a free throw. More to come on that. How much does Wemby affect the game? The Celtics entered Saturday as the number 1 offense in NBA history. Then we're held to 40 second-half points. We'll talk about these clutch numbers, particularly on the defensive end, and what is the magic ingredient. Again, it's going to be free throws as we break down this third meeting with the Pacers. Celtics swept the home and home wrapped around Christmas. Clouds starting to break over a miserable first half of the defending Eastern champions. Rick Carlisle got his 1,000th win on Wednesday after a 13-game losing streak, then 1,001 here on Saturday. But how well positioned will the Pacers be next year with the return of Tyrese Halliburton and a high pick in a deep draft? We'll discuss that. We'll take our trip around the NBA. A great night of games while most of us were distracted by the goings-on in Foxborough, including the answer to the age-old question, what happens when an ant attacks a giant?
Edwards against Wembanyama. Finds a seam. Puts it in off the glass for 2. Minnesota back in front, 104-103.
We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla, who had some comments, if you listen very carefully, about Jaylen and the officiating.
He's sitting tonight because I think he's sore back because of all the fouls that he got fouled on last game. So, I mean, that played a part in it. And then I had a talk with him, and it was really interesting. Like, you can't show up to the arena one night and get fouled 13 times and then show up the next and get fouled 0.
But coming up next, he comes as advertised. The only Boston appearance of Victor Wembanyama lived up to the hype and the build-up Saturday night, as did his supporting cast as one of the NBA's elites, scoring a fourth quarter comeback win. We'll look back. Everybody on their feet. Celtics are taking the Spurs to the 48th and final minute tonight. 97-95 San Antonio. De'Aaron Fox lobs it to Wemby against Shireman at the elbow. Wemby, one dribble, elevates, free throw line, swish. It's all coming up and more as we catch it out of the start of the road trip. Celtics and Pacers at the Fieldhouse, bottom of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details. Amica Insurance knows. You build your life piece by piece. Through all the moments, both big and small. For generations, Amica's been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance. So when it comes to protecting what you've built, who are you going to trust? Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics.
The 99 Restaurant $14.99 Big Deal Meals are big on flavor, big on comfort, and big on value. And now you can dig into these big hearty meals all day, every day. You gotta love the nines.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
I feel like, honestly, they just got away with a lot. And I'm tired of the inconsistency. I'll accept the fine at this point. I thought it was some bull tonight. I thought that, I think they're a good defensive team, but they ain't that damn good. I thought and I hope somebody can just pull up the clips, because it's the same every time we play a good team. It's like they refuse to make a call, then call touch fouls on the other end. And that's just extremely frustrating, bro. We are outplaying our expectations. We compete hard on the defensive end, and they reward the other team with touch fouls, and we go down there and guys are allowed to get away with it. I hope just somebody please pull it up. Every time we play a good team, the inconsistency is crazy.
I got 25 years here, 28 in the league. You got 13 with the team. That was as nuclear as a player has ever gone. After the game, Jaylen Brown gets fined $35,000. I think Brian Olive, our guy on the PR staff, saved him a significant amount of money by jumping in like a boxing referee and stopping that before it got worse. I don't know to the degree to which Jaylen was just venting, or if there was a little bit of purpose behind it to you make the point now and you take the hit, and maybe there's more free throws and more respect coming. But the numbers, I thought it was an interesting night to do it, because it's going to be tough against San Antonio to get free throws with Wemby down there. But for the most part, there's a lot of fans, you deal with them all the time, Abby, that feel like the Celtics are not getting treated like elite teams get treated.
A couple of things. I would say that nothing Jaylen Brown does is uncalculated. So, yes, I do think he thought about it. You could hear that in his comments. He also had some things to say and kind of tiptoed around it 2 games ago when he was not called for any fouls, just throwing it out there. And then he got to the line 13 times the next game and then didn't get to the line against the Spurs at all. And so to point out particularly the inconsistency, which is a fact, I think that is something that Jaylen Brown thought very much about. But then I also like the way that Derek White handled it in the postgame afterwards. He said, well, we get the fewest amount of free throws in the entire league, so is it surprising? No. Does it happen? Yeah. And it has happened regularly against these Celtics, who we know, Sean, are not playing without force, without aggression, without driving the basketball night in and night out.
They also lead the league in three-point shots. You're not going to get the same number of free throws that the Lakers or some of the other teams get, but should the Celtics be last in the league? And again, do you look at each individual case separately, or is there something going on? That's the issue. Now, Jaylen Brown, sore back. He will not play in this game tonight. He will miss for the third time. Remember, the Celtics have won the 2 games. They have played without him both on the road at Washington, at Toronto. Baylor Shireman coming off, arguably, he had that great game against the Nets a couple of years ago, but that was against the Nets. You could make a legitimate case he had the best game of his NBA career, the way he played on Saturday night against San Antonio, and I think this is the 11th different player to start for the Celtics this year.
Well, Baylor had the best game of his career coming off of a DNP.
Yeah.
Just the mental strength that takes. And he told me in the locker room afterward, he did not know that his number was going to get called, and to be told, get out there and guard Victor Wembanyama. And he did an outstanding job. I mean, I understand he's the alien. He's 7'7", as everyone was saying, and he is going to make shots. But Baylor Shireman stood him up, did his best, and was not deterred when things didn't go his way.
Third career start, by the way, for Baylor Shireman. Before we look ahead to tonight, we look back to Saturday night against San Antonio, and Victor Wembanyama was as advertised. Celtics in the black jerseys tonight. Green numbers, white letters, they go left to right. San Antonio in their silver jerseys, black letters and numbers, they go right to left. Cada ends up winning the tap. Back into the hands of Peyton Pritchard. Bill Kennedy is injured. He's going to miss the rest of the regular season. Castle switches to the left hand, takes Ugo into the paint, hands off at the last second to Cornette, who flips it up and gets the bounce. And Luke Cornette is on the board in his return to Boston. Jaylen Brown. Wemby reaches, can't get it away from him. Jaylen step back high, arcing 3, and he hits it. He had to put a crazy arc on it to get it over Wembanyama. He did, and he knocked it down.
That's unbelievable. To shoot it that high in the air with touch and arc on it.
Derek White with Wembanyama in front of him. Puts in the hands of Peyton Pritchard, 5 in the shot clock. What's Pritchard going to do? He drives past Wemby. Wild scoop is up and good.
Wow. You want to make friends? You want to make friends? You do that.
That Wemby come into my playground. 43-38. Shireman bounce pass into the corner. Derek White's got a look, and he's almost had 3 more, but it rims out. Offensive rebound, Ugo. Derek White relocates into the corner, and this time knocks it down.
Basketball IQ. Knowing where to be or being where you know to be.
Jaylen Brown, pull up on Castle. Corner 3 is good.
He shot that with such rhythm, though, coming off. Again, he shoots sometimes like nobody's near.
Pritchard for Derek White. Spins, drives on Champagny, moves into the paint for a flip shot from Garza and something good.
And that ball comes out of his hands so fast because he's, again, thinking who's there.
Wemby, yeah. Rebound, Keldon Johnson.
I don't like the shots he's taking now. Yeah, I think you get a little bit better shots. Oh.
Steele, Shireman sets in front of Dylan Harper, goes the distance, 2-hand slam.
Wow.
Timeout, Mitch Johnson. Jaylen steps through. Wemby, easy block.
Give me that.
Easy block, and here comes De'Aaron Fox. The Spurs up by 1. Fox for Wemby, right down the middle, right-hand slam. And there's your Wemby highlight film. The block on Jaylen Brown. He goes the distance with a right-hand slam, and the Spurs have a 3-point lead. Derek White against Wembanyama. Simons is trying to set a screen, can't even do it. He's too small. Derek White spins. Pump fake, Wemby not going for that. Kick out Simons, right side 3, got it.
Wow. Look at my movement of the basketball. Great job there. Getting the ball to Derek White on the inside, then kicking out to his shooter. Simons says.
Jaylen Brown. Push pass in the corner. Shireman never brings the ball down and knocks down another 3. Baylor Shireman's having the game of his life, and the Celtics have the lead. Jaylen Brown switches to the left hand, drives on Luke Cornette, scores to the left hand. Tie game. Minute 53 to go.
Slugfest. Slugfest.
Everybody on their feet. Celtics are taking the Spurs to the 48th and final minute tonight. 97-95 San Antonio. De'Aaron Fox lobs it to Wemby against Shireman at the elbow. Wemby, one dribble, elevates, free throw line, swish. Jaylen Brown, 4 seconds to go. Peyton Pritchard fumbles it. He's even going to get a chance to launch. He will not, and that will do it. Celtics split the homestand. 2 of the elite teams in the Western Conference, Denver and San Antonio, come into Boston. And tonight, riding every second of those 27 minutes from Victor Wembanyama to perfection. The Spurs come from behind and beat the Celtics. The final score, San Antonio 100, Boston 95. Free throws in Celtics history. Remember that bizarre game at the end of the championship regular season when the Celtics didn't get a single free throw at Milwaukee. 2 other times before Saturday, they had only attempted 3 in a game. So that was the second fewest made free throws for the Celtics in a game, and obviously it led to the tirade afterwards. Jaylen got 13 in 36 minutes on Friday, and obviously didn't get one, playing over 40 minutes in a game against San Antonio. What we've seen here, Abby, is the Celtics against the elite teams in the league are now 1-5 against the top teams in the league. At the beginning of the year, while the Celtics have exceeded every expectation, this is what's supposed to happen. And I think what's happening is that people are starting to get almost irrational expectations and excited about this year, and the Celtics have made them feel that way. And then when you see one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the league and the Celtics narrowly miss beating them, suddenly everybody drops their shoulders like, oh, I can't believe we actually lost the game. When I think when you look back at the body of work this year, and the narrow losses to Detroit, narrow loss to San Antonio, and you see the way the Celtics are playing some of these top teams, I left the ballpark encouraged Saturday night, not discouraged.
I agree with you in that the Celtics have changed expectations for this season, and that is a good thing. I think what I have been, I wouldn't say surprised, because I think it was expected when you consider the losses, particularly the size of the losses. And by that I mean Luke Cornett and Kristaps Porzingis. Victor Wembanyama is one thing, but when Houston came into Boston and the size discrepancy there that we saw on the floor all night long, this Celtics team is doing the best with what they have, but there are certainly limitations to this roster after the changes that were necessitated over the summer.
Celtics got less than a point per possession against San Antonio on Saturday. First time this year they've been held under 1 point per possession. It's the second time in the last 84 games. The other time was one of the other Baylor Scheinman starts. It was that game the Celtics threw away at the end of the year last year in Orlando, the second night of the back-to-back in April. Just 11 times in 284 games under Joe Mazzulla. 11 out of 284 have they been held under 1 point per possession. It happened on Saturday. All right, move on to the Indiana Pacers, who we just saw. I don't know, you know this because you're paying attention to where we are traveling. They didn't do a great job separating games this year. The Celtics played 2 games in Philadelphia in 10 days, 2 games in Toronto in 13 days, 2 games in Indiana in 17 days.
Well, and then played the home and home. They had played Indiana at home before that.
By the way, the Celtics' next home game?
Indiana. I did look that up. I saw that yesterday. Yes, this is a lot of Indiana in a short period of time, which I asked Joe Mazzulla about pregame, and he told me...
He went into it.
No, but he told me, honestly, you throw those first 2 out the windows, because of the way that this Pacers team is playing right now, and it's completely different than the one we saw in December.
Well, they've won 2 in a row, obviously, including the 1,000th win that finally came for Rick Carlisle.
Finally.
Indiana had lost 13 in a row, including those 2 games to the Celtics at Christmas time. And again, they're just playing with a little more joy. We're going to talk to Joe Mazzulla about that. You're not going to remember it because all you're going to hear is the Jaylen Brown stuff. That's coming up later on. Still no Ben Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, Obi Toppin. Not going to play. Nembhard will play in this game tonight. It's been a ridiculous cavalcade of injuries, too. And here is my favorite Indiana story every time we see them, is Pascal Siakam, who is now, in his last 24 games against the Celtics, 3-21. You take out overtime, last 22 regulation games, 1-21. Pascal Siakam. And when he's on the floor, his teams are just a -63. And in the few minutes he's off the floor, they're a -150. So Siakam has got no help from his teammates, and he just must have nightmares every time the Celtics are coming to town.
Well, the Celtics broke him in those Eastern Conference Finals when he was with Toronto. He had to reshape his game. He has done an admirable job in doing that. But yes, I do think this is one of those matchups for Pascal that is just tough. The Celtics have the size and the length to match up with him, and the basketball IQ to make everything tough on him.
All right, so Abby and I had a long production meeting today to go over all this, so she is
Yes, you're right, totally.
Are you laughing?
I feel very prepared.
Well, it's the same like the production meeting Max and I have every day.
I heard there were snow cones.
You know what? Tonight, we are getting you a snow cone.
Are we?
I
really?
promise it's happening.
Yes.
You're going to have the Max snow cone tonight. We're going to make sure that gets done.
I'm going to hold you to that.
That will be a picture worth more than 1,000
We
words.
discussed that in our production meeting.
This is our production meeting. Abby's Player to Bank On is brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. Managing your business has got a whole lot easier for 2026 with CSB's new partner services. Process payments, manage payroll, enjoy online banking. Get started at ClintonSavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF.
My player to bank on is Peyton Pritchard. I feel like, I know that's low-hanging fruit, but Peyton coming off not his best performance.
He doesn't have 2 bad games in a row.
He does not have 2 bad games in a row. And someone's got to step up, as they say.
And by the way, when it comes to Peyton Pritchard, I thought we talked about this a lot on our side Wednesday night. It's the evolution of where Peyton Pritchard is on scouting reports, that he had to guard De'Aaron Fox, and he was getting guarded by Stephon Castle. That's when you know you're somebody in the NBA.
So much size. And it's something else, Jaylen Brown, that was lost in his comments. He has talked about, we forget that both Jaylen and Derek and Peyton are going through transitions this season, adjustments to different roles that, while they are prepared and more than capable of, it is an adjustment and there is a growth process and they are going through it. They're doing the best job that they can, and I think that the results are speaking for that. But they are in different roles, larger roles. So much more is being asked of them, and they are doing what Joe Mazzulla is asking them to do.
You know what Jaylen lost in his comments? 35 grand.
Yep, $35K. That's a car.
It is. And Abby's keys to the game, speaking of cars, are brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers. Adventure more, worry less with the versatile 2025 Honda Accord. Learn more at newengland.hondadealers.com.
Rebound, I think, is going to be...
If I had told you, what if I told you in November that the Celtics at midseason would be a top 10 rebounding team? That's insane.
I would not have believed you. The way that this season started off on the boards was horrendous. So yes, they have done yeoman's work on the boards, and I know this sounds very coach cliche, and whenever I do the halftime interviews, that is all any of the assistants say, is that we need to win the battle on the boards, but that's because it is true night in and night out with this group.
You have the worst job in that everybody is trained now. They literally have sessions to train them to say nothing when you put
and
a
there
microphone in
are
front
other
of the
media
face.
members training them.
Yeah,
that's
media on
the
media
problem.
crime. There's a lot of that going around.
Exactly.
We still have to come our conversation with Joe Mazzulla. Obviously, the Jaylen Brown stuff is going to be highlighted. The quotes are tweeted out, but you want to hear it in context. Stay tuned for that. We'll do a trip around the NBA. San Antonio couldn't hang on to their big lead on the second night of the back-to-back last night in Minnesota. We'll tell you all about that. But when we return, Joe Murray's got Sports Hub headlines because the Patriots have another game in Foxborough coming up on Sunday, and their opponent will be determined in about 4 hours. He'll tell you all about it as we get you ready for the Celtics and the Pacers from the Fieldhouse on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hi, this is Boston Ford Sam Hauser, and with every assist this season, Delta Dental of Massachusetts will donate $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts Dental Cares for Veterans program, providing crucial oral health care to veterans in need. They've served us, now it's time we serve them. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/veterans.
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers has been Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777 or visit gottagetglassman.com.
Hi, Kimberly Dyer from Commonwealth Motors. It's that time of year again. Cold, ice, snow, and your vehicle just won't start.
Exactly. And we're here for you 6 days a week. Our factory-certified technicians will make sure your vehicle is running perfectly.
Or how about a new one? We've got hundreds of Kias, Chevys, Hondas, Nissans, and Volkswagens on sale every day. And hundreds of certified vehicles, too. All makes and models to fit every budget.
We constantly check the competition to guarantee our best price possible every day on sales and service. And we have finance plans to fit every budget, not just sales, service too.
Commonwealth Motors, located right off Route 495, exit 103A in Lawrence.
Find us fast at shopuslast.com.
We'll get your vehicle running perfectly again, or get you a perfectly great deal on a new car. For sales or service, shop us last, you'll love us.
At L&F Electrical Heating and Cooling, whether you're a general contractor or homeowner, we pride ourselves on being the most affordable electrical heating and cooling solution.
We offer services like new construction, heat pumps, generators, car charger installs, panel upgrades, and all other electrical needs.
For reliable service at unbeatable prices, call 844-LF-WIRES or visit lfelectricalservice.com. Proudly veteran-owned.
Looking for the perfect gift? Ace Ticket has you covered. With what you see is what you pay, upfront website pricing, and real Boston people answering the phone to help you, Ace makes it easy. Call 1-800-MY-SEATS or visit aceticket.com.
1-800-MY-SEATS. Hit 985thesportshub.com. Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Patriots big winners yesterday over the Chargers, 16-3. The defense was the story. Drake May, of course, threw a touchdown pass to Hunter Henry. They await the winner of tonight's Steelers-Texans game. Tip-off for that one in just about a half hour or so. Houston, 3-point favorites in that one. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline. It's an oil change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandoilChange.com. You'll save 15% off your next drive through oil change at Valvoline. It's an oil change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray, Granny and Max. They'll take you around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Want the best deal on Bridgestone winter tires? Get to Town Fair Tire and get Bridgestone tires at the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, you get more free services than anywhere else. When you combine Town Fair's guaranteed lowest price with the most free services, you get the guaranteed best deals anywhere on your Bridgestone winter tires. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And you know we mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Clinton Savings Bank is here to help power up your business. With our new partner services, you can process payments on any device, saving you time, and manage payroll with flexible, affordable options. Plus, with online banking, mobile deposit, ACH, and wire services, managing your business finances just got a whole lot easier. Enjoy no minimum balance requirement and no minimum deposit to open your business checking account. Visit clintonsavings.com to get started today. Member FDIC, member DIF.
At Shaw's and Star Market, find value down every aisle with our own brands. Enjoy our best for less. Our exclusive brands like O Organics, Open Nature, Overjoyed, Signature Select, and more. And are only found down our aisles. And now you can save even more. Earn 5 times the reward points on hundreds of products. Just click the offer in your For You gallery and look for the shelf tags. Plus, unlock bonus savings instantly when you click Play and Earn in the deal section. Our exclusive brands are a big deal. Save more at your local Shaw's and Star Market today.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
Fieldhouse, no Jaylen Brown for the Celtics tonight. Baylor Shireman will make his 3rd NBA start. Our trip around the NBA brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado, where dependability comes standard.
Edwards against Wembanyama. Finds a seam. Puts it in off the glass for 2. Minnesota back in front, 104-103.
Great game at Target Center. Alan Horton with the call on the Wolves Radio Network as Minnesota comes from 19 down. Spurs, remember, on the second night of the Boston back-to-back. Teams always seem to lose the game after they play the Celtics, but that's how I keep meaning to look that up, and then it gets away from me. Minnesota beat San Antonio. Minnesota's making some moves in that Western Conference right now. They are up to 4th. It's funny, the Houston Rockets, who to us looked like a championship team when we saw them early in the year. Houston losing to Sacramento last night, now 7th in the West.
Well, Ime Udoka had an epic tirade.
Yeah, he did.
Blasting his team a couple of games ago, so I expect them to respond.
All right, Knicks win last night, and they leapfrogged. They won the same game the Celtics lost in Portland, that Sunday 3 p.m. game in Portland. Knicks won it yesterday. They leapfrogged the Celtics to move into second. But right now, still 3.5 games separating 2 through 7 in the East, and 3.5 games separating first place Detroit from second place New York. And the Celtics trip will end where? In Detroit, a week from tonight on Martin Luther King Day night for the big national game. We've got the Celtics, we've got the Pacers, we've got Joe Mazzulla, who found a very Joe Mazzulla way to comment on Jaylen Brown and the fouls. That is next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Sewer line problems at your home or office? Don't dig up your property to fix broken or damaged underground pipes. Contact John Sewer and Drain Cleaning for the trenchless pipelining service that restores your pipes from the inside. Pipelining means no digging, no heavy equipment, just fast, affordable pipe restoration. Contact John Sewer and Drain Cleaning, trusted by thousands of homeowners across New England for 50 years. Go to johnsewer.com. That's johnsewer.com.
John Sewer, we get the job done.
Hi, this is Bob Sosi, voice of New England football. You've heard me talk about ClearPath for Veterans and safety insurance. Now New Hampshire residents can also support our veterans and save on auto insurance. ClearPath for Veterans is working with safety insurance to help New England veterans at the resource centers in Devens, Massachusetts and Manchester, New Hampshire. Safety policyholders can make a $50 tax-deductible donation to ClearPath and earn a 5% discount on your safety automobile insurance. New Hampshire and Massachusetts residents can say thanks to those who serve and get rewarded. Visit safetyforvets.com.
Take on New England weather in an all-new Honda. Drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Get a great deal on your next Honda at newengland.hondadealers.com.
When it comes to your personal life, nobody wants to cheat. Nobody wants to be cheated on. But what if you had a cheat code for the bedroom? Now, that's something different. That's a different type of cheating, and that type of cheating is okay, especially when you use Blue Chew. You see, these Blue Chew tablets are like a cheat code for the bedroom. You pop a Blue Chew, and all of a sudden, you're a magic man. Well, maybe not magic, because magic implies illusion. And there's nothing fake about this. Real ingredients from a real service. You'll find out all about it when you go to BlueChew.com, and you'll be able to pick out the right strength and ingredients for your prescription, which will be delivered to your door. No going to a pharmacy. No going to a doctor's office. No. You get these Blue Chew tablets showing up at your door for free for the first month. That's right. Use the promo code HUB at checkout. Pay $5 for shipping, and Blue Chew will show up at your door for the first month for free. BlueChew.com, promo code HUB.
Felger and Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub.
It's time to talk to the coach. Of course, the interview with the coach is presented by Shaw's and Star Market. Make saving, meal planning easier than ever. Download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app with the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today. Here's Grandy with the coach.
All right, Joe Murray, thank you. Let me start with Jaylen in that. Are the games that he misses, are there similarities to minutes that he doesn't play when he's not on the floor, or are these now 3 games completely their own entity?
Never really thought about them. I think they kind of have to be their own entity because it depends on who we're playing against.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of the main thing there is who is our opponent, what gives us the advantage from a matchup standpoint, from a game plan execution standpoint, and again, how do we use everyone who's available to impact winning, which I think is a strength of this team and something that we're trying to continue to keep throughout the season.
I feel like what's coming now, people are starting to gravitate towards the quote-unquote clutch numbers, and that the defensive numbers are really high. So what I did was actually take a closer look at it, and like a lot of other things, they're completely dependent on the free throws. The free throws make all the difference in the clutch situations. Whether or not clutch is different from regular minutes or not, we've had that discussion over the years. Is there something about fouling in that time that is different defensively than it is for you the rest of the game?
There shouldn't be.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be. And so I think some of that, to me, the clutch numbers are always interesting because it's such a small sample size. And to me, it's like, we'd be going against the process if we just focused on these 10 possessions as opposed to 10 possessions in the first quarter or the 25 possessions total. And so I think the focus remains the same. You take a look at fouling and clutch time. Fouling, at 33 seconds when we let De'Aaron Fox roll the ball up and we give them the 2-for-1 is just as impactful as fouling with 20 seconds left on defense. It just obviously feels different because it's the end of the game. And that's just the process that we try to have, end of quarters, start of quarters. All those things are important and they lead up into the process of winning.
I don't know if this is 2 times in a week that Jaylen said a long thing after the game about the officiating, which is the thing I like to talk about the least. But I was curious about this. Is there anything to the discussion, baseball-wise, where the strike zone is going to be different on Saturday than it was on Friday, that sometimes you get to the ballpark and a foul the previous night is with one crew isn't necessarily a foul with another crew the next night, whether it should be or not. Can it be like that?
Well, 2 things. He's sitting tonight because I think he's sore back because of all the fouls that he got fouled on last game. So, I mean, that played a part. And then I had a talk with him, and it was really interesting. Like, you can't show up to the arena one night and get fouled 13 times and then show up the next and get fouled 0. So he's got to find a way to be better at that. You can't go from 13 to 0. So, knowing Jaylen, he'll get better at that.
We move on to the Pacers eloquently with this cool transition. Actually, I have a different one first, which is Baylor had a fascinating game to me. And let me start with this conversation, which is about some Joe speak. You use the term cross-match a lot, and it occurs to me a lot of people listening to us aren't going to know what that means because it's something that Baylor is particularly good at, and you said it was something the Spurs did particularly well with Wemby late in the game. I think people could probably imagine it, when you hear it, but when you're talking to someone that doesn't live with the X's and O's, what do you mean when you're talking about being good at the cross matches?
Yeah, I thought in the first half and quarters 1 through 3 in the Wembanyama minutes they went more zone. And we were able to get a good rhythm on that. In the second half, in the Wembanyama minutes, they went to, almost switching, where they do everything they can to keep him out of the action, keep him close to the basket so that you can't get good shots, and then he can erase kind of 2-on-1s. And so when that happens, you kind of have to find them. You got to find them within your sets. You got to find them within your offense. Baylor, the ball found him. He was 4 for 5 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3. Found him in those situations a lot. We got some good looks. But it's a credit to they're well coached, especially on the defensive end, and they did a good job kind of changing him where he was. And so you want to keep him in places where you can find him so that it's easy to make the 2-on-1s because of how impactful he is at protecting the rim.
You just mentioned the shooting numbers. There's an interesting thing happening to me. In the olden days, you've never found guys that were not playing a lot that would shoot a high number. Baylor, Luka, even Josh early in the year could throw Jordan into this conversation. Even Ugo. These guys are shooting like 55% from 44% from 3. That to me, again, we talk about things, hard work you don't see.
Yeah,
that's got to be.
Well, not only hard work that you don't see, but the mindset that it takes to be able to do that.
Right.
I mean, crap, it happened to us last night. Kelly Olynyk doesn't play and then comes in and goes 1 for 1 on a back-breaking shot coming out of a timeout. And that's that's professionalism. It's work ethic. It's hard work. It's all those things. And having the ability to be able to just, execute, impact the game, regardless of if it's coming in at the 6-minute mark, coming in at halftime, or playing almost the whole second half. And it's a credit to those guys. They take pride in not only the physical development, but the mental development that it takes to be able to deliver and execute in high-pressure moments.
That was my segue to the Pacers because they've got a lot of guys who are doing that right now. It's so funny because when we saw them a month ago, they were last in the NBA in three-point shooting. You get this far in a year, all they've done is move up to 23rd, so no one's going to really notice it until you break it down and realize they are the best three-point shooting team in the league over the last 3 weeks. That's crazy.
It is, and what's funny is it's not the thing that they do the best. The best thing that they do is get you in rotations. They get out in transition. They get to the free throw line. They put a ton of pressure on the rim, and then they get those pass, catch and shoot threes on multiple dribble drives. And so I threw the first 2 games out. I don't even think those games matter. This is a completely different team, especially with Neesmith and Shepard back. It's almost like they revived a little bit, and I think the shooting has helped that. And it's going to be a very difficult team. I don't care what record is. They're well coached, and they got guys that play hard every single possession.
And they're getting off to good starts. They did it in Boston, obviously, in that first game. And I don't know, it's oversimplification to say there's almost an element, a little more joy. It seems the way they're playing. It is.
We watched the entire first quarter of their Indiana-Miami game the other night.
When they went up by 25.
It's 38-19 at the end of the first quarter, and they just got off to an amazing start. But it's details, right? It's details. It's execution. They forced 2 live ball turnovers for transition baskets. They get Nembhard and Siakam both draw 3 fouls on the tendencies that they like to do. They get out in transition off makes. They're playing with a competitive joy that's different, and we have to be able to match that tonight.
Maybe that kid was right. Remember that kid reporter who asked you about joy and having fun? Maybe joy is a big part.
I said competitive joy.
You always got to wait, don't you? Celtics and Pacers next on a BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience because nothing compares to catching the Celtics in person. And that all starts by buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. From seeing your favorite Celtics stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. And even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. So put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. And we'll see you courtside, Boston.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Imagine looking up and seeing 48 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 48 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. Featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
They all said there would be nights like this. Saturday at the Garden, the Celtics got their latest test against the NBA elite and a once-in-a-generation force who tipped the clutch time scales.
Everybody on their feet. Celtics are taking the Spurs to the 48th and final minute tonight. 97-95 San Antonio. De'Aaron Fox lobs it to Wemby against Shireman at the elbow. Wemby, one dribble, elevates, free throw line, swish.
Celtics go 2-2 on the homestand. Now return to Indiana. Celtics and Pacers are the last two champions of the Eastern Conference, and they were supposed to be gap year blood brothers this season. They have not been. While the Celtics have somehow hung in the NBA's top 10, the Pacers have sunk to the bottom as they await the return of their superstar. The Celtics open a 4-game trip against Pascal Siakam and the Pacers in Indiana. Next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, and by Comcast Business.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by your New England Ford dealers,
Mass Mutual,
Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
It is banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
We really should have had him record an Abby Chin one when he did that, because it wouldn't have taken much time, and she's here enough to join us. I mean, it just would have been worth it. Starting lineups tonight, which include Abby Infomax, are brought to you by Amica Insurance, exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. Indiana starting to get healthy. Suddenly a dangerous-looking backcourt here with Aaron Nesmith and Andrew Nembhard. Johnny Furphy has played very well for them lately. Pascal Siakam, so overdue against the Celtics. He has been so snake-bitten against them in the last 5 or 6 years. Starts in the power forward spot. He gives Rick Carlisle consistent professional performance every single night. Jay Huff, who's back into the starting lineup. Siakam was the center the other night. Jay Huff will be tonight. Celtics are a little different wrinkled tonight, playing without Jaylen Brown.
Peyton Pritchard, University of Oregon.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Sam Hauser, University of Virginia.
Baylor Shireman, Creighton.
Ramirez Shkita, Utah State University.
Third career start for Baylor Shireman, his first of the year. Ford F-150 first quarter, presented by Ford F-Series, #1 selling pickup, #1 truck in brand loyalty. Tonight's contestant, Linda Sear of Hampton, New Hampshire. Boston goes up by 15 at any point in the quarter. Linda wins the opportunity to see a game from the Ford Sports Deck. End of the contest at 98.5 and SportsHub.com.
Great view from
I was going to ask
Sports
you
Deck. I've been there.
Like it yeah, it's a good spot here in Indiana, high above courtside, but clean look at center court where we see the Pacers in their road navy blue uniforms with the yellow numbers, the yellow letters. They will go right to left in the first half. Celtics will once again wear the Gold City editions, home white, gold numbers, black letters. They will go left to right. Kata and Jay Huff on the opening tip, and the 4-game road trip is underway. Pacers win the tip. It's in the hands of the former Celtic Aaron Nesmith. Brad Stevens could have one back. It might be Aaron Nesmith. Hand off to Andrew Nembhard, guarded by Pritchard. Nembhard pulls up at 14 feet. Pritchard takes a shot away, so he jumps backwards into one. No good. Rebound, Cater.
Aaron Nesmith could not have gotten the developmental time on the floor that he has in Indiana with the Celtics.
Fair. Gets turned into a heck of a player. Sam Hauser He was a wild child, boy, in Boston. Pritchard picked up by Jay Huff, switches to the left hand, dribbles to his dotted line, draws the defense, and all alone is Neemias Queta. Payton finds him for the easy two-hand slam.
Neemias wide open in the paint. Jay Huff lost him a long time ago.
Payton Pritchard closing in on 5 assists per turnover. He's been among the league leaders there all year. Considering how much he handles the ball, he just does not turn it over. A big part of the offensive efficiency. Jay Huff, Anderson Siakam is doubled in the paint, so it kicks to the corner, but as Furphy launches a three that falls, crowd reacts. Unfortunately, Furphy was out of bounds, so it does not count.
Payton Pritchard, I asked him about the low turnovers in the locker room the other night. He said when he was younger, growing up, he knew if he turned the ball over, he wasn't going to get to play, and it stuck.
Joe Mazzulla was taught that by Bob Huggins. Payton Pritchard moves it to the corner. First touch for Derek White. He goes long cross court to Baylor Shireman. His first touch now Pritchard. Pritchard slowed down by Nembhard. Moves behind the Queta screen. Left hand dribble. Pump fake at 14 feet. Tough shot falling away. No good. He was off balance. Furphy the rebound.
It's going to be interesting to see the balance Payton tries to strike here without Jaylen Brown.
Siakam on the move. Gets Derek White in deep. Help from Queta. So Siakam spins into a step back at 12 feet and hits it. Ties the game at 2. Payton Pritchard walks it through the logo. You like these uniforms? You like the city editions?
I like the way they look. The record in them, not so good.
It's not great. Cross-court pass from Queta, picked up by Siakam, but Shireman takes it away, finds a wide-open Derek White. 3 no good, back iron, but an offensive rebound for Sam Hauser. Celtics reset with a return to Shireman, and his 3 bounces out. And the rebound, Derek White steals that. Third chance on this power play possession for the Celtics. Hauser gets the Queta screen, moves it to Pritchard, shot clock at 5. Pritchard gets Furphy, switches to the right hand. Pritchard ducks, head back 17 feet, jumper no good. Celtics go 0 for 3 on the possession. Nembhard, lead for Tiny Furphy, attacks Queta, runs it up and in with the right hand.
That is tough. That is exactly what the Pacers want to do, is get out and run.
4-2 Indiana. Celtics now 1 for 5 after those 3 misses. Derek White returns to the Hauser. New group playing together here. Derek White down the right side, exposed the ball, and then Nembhard slaps it away out of bounds. Celtics will keep it with 8 to shoot. I don't think the uniforms are unbelievably clean looking. The only thing that's been brought to my attention, people bring up, there's no green.
There's not a single stitch of green.
First time they wore them was that game at Minnesota, and Minnesota was wearing more green than the Celtics. Entry to Pritchard, diagonal kick to the corner. Hauser checks his feet, takes the 3, no good. I don't know what the field goal percentage is when you check your feet before 3, but it's not good. Celtics have missed 4 in a row. Entry, Siakam. Trying to go on Shireman, turns, lays it in with the right hand, just too long.
And Nimi came over to help Baylor, and still Siakam got it to go.
Having off to great starts. And Miami down huge in the last game. 6-2 Indiana. Derek White. Over to his left, chased by Neesmith. Going to attack Jay Huff, bounce pass, wrap around, it gets to Queta, but he can't control it. Bounce the ball, knocked away by Furphy. Furphy trying to keep it alive, but Pritchard knocks it loose, and Shireman comes over. 3-on-3. Shireman runs into Neesmith, kick out to Pritchard. Steps to his left, doesn't want the 3, moves to the Shireman. Shireman drives on Neesmith. Boy, Indiana's defense looks good here at the start. Derek White, bounce pass for Queta against Jay Huff. Turns, goes to the left-hand floater, and finally one bounces in.
Yep, Indiana, multiple efforts defensively so far. Celtics getting good shots, though. They're just not falling.
Celtics missed 5 shots in a row in between the 2 makes for Queta. 6-4 Indiana, perfect. Diagonal kick out to the 7'2" three-point shooter Huff, who has struggled against the Celtics, and he misses again. He's now 2 of 12 shooting threes against Boston. Pritchard. Handoff, Hauser, quick 3 left side, got it.
Sam has been hot lately. That continues here.
He is approaching 40% on the season from 3. Nembhard for Jay Huff. Celtics have the lead 7-6. Nembhard wearing the white headband, as is Siakam, who has it now against Shireman, who wears the white t-shirt under the white City Edition jersey. Siakam steps through him. Entry to Jay Huff in a 2-hand slam. Siakam making moves early on.
Nimi got a little lost there in the paint.
8-7 Indiana by 1. 4.5 gone. Pritchard to the center court logo. Over to his right. Neesmith comes out to challenge. Ball moves into the corner. Shireman up fakes the 3. Return to Pritchard. 8 of the shot clock. Hauser coming off a screen. Catches against Furphy. Drives to the dotted line and throws out to Shireman. Pretty good look for the right wing. 3 comes up short. And the rebound belongs to Siakam. It's almost hard to remember Shireman missing 2 threes in a row. He's been so good off the bench. Nembhard drives, and Queta comes from behind to block the shot out of bounds. Why? Because Shireman pulled the rug on him, and Nembhard was off balance.
Nembhard questionable coming into this game due to back soreness, but he seems to be all right. He's moving pretty well out there. Coming off a big game against Miami.
Where the Celtics will head next tonight.
No, I'm not going.
Neither am I tonight.
I'm upset
Under
about
out of bounds. Ben Shepherd in the game immediately, and his 12-foot jumper is good. Pacers lead 10-7. Starting to get a little more here out of Ben Shepherd lately. What a turnaround in the shooting for Indiana. When they got to Boston at Christmas time, they were the worst three-point shooting team in the league. They've been the best three-point shooting team since. Derek White drives, runs it up with the right hand, blocked by Huff, offensive rebound, put back for Queta.
Water finding its level for Indy.
Something like that. Queta finding its level here. He's got 3 of the 4 Celtic makes here. 10-9 Indiana. Shepherd for Andrew Nembhard. Nembhard against Pritchard, ducks the shoulder, left-hand dribble drive, steps back in the elbow, jumper no good, another rebound for Queta. Celtics with the ball down by 1 midway through the first. Pritchard driving on Siakam, gets to the mid-block, pump fake, throws out towards Hauser. Hauser shovel past Derek White, he up fakes a 3. Pacers taking that three-point shot away. Shepherd pulls the rug on Derek White, he falls down, but he's able to save it out to Queta. Now Hauser, they run away from him, and he's wide open and knocks down a 3 with 3 on the shot clock. And Rick Carlisle calls a timeout. I imagine a primary topic will be, have you ever seen Sam Hauser play in your life? Why are you running away from him?
I don't know. You can feel the momentum after that second 3 from Sam Hauser.
6:11 to go. Opening quarter from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Boston 12, Indiana 10. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hi, this is Boston Ford Sam Hauser, and I'm proud to partner with Delta Dental of Massachusetts on Veterans Assist. Every time we record an assist this season, Delta Dental donates $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts University School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. This program makes a real difference delivering dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Let's give our veterans something to smile about with the care they deserve. Join us in making it happen. Visit 985thesportshub.com/veterans to learn more. Together, we're empowering smiles, one assist at a time.
Hey, it's Ryan Rivard, Project Director at Blue Sky Restoration. We understand that behind every property disaster is a person, a family, a team, real lives disrupted. That's why we're committed to restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
And so New Year's means new technology at your school or business. Turn to Oakers for TouchView Interactive, full IT, infrastructure rebuilds, security, and AV upgrades. Get future ready in 26 with Oakers, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Tired of paying $70 an hour just to work on your golf game? At the Back 9 Golf, our unlimited 24/7 access memberships let you train anytime with no hourly fees. Get ready for next season with the best tech in indoor golf. Full Swing, the official simulator of the PGA Tour and Tiger Woods that gives you real ball data, club metrics, and iconic courses to work every part of your game. Sharpen your putting with real contours and breaks, just like out on the course. 2 locations, Maynard Crossing and Route 9 in Southborough. Get ready for spring at theback9golf.com.
Nobody knows New England like McGovern Auto Group. Hi, this is Scott Zolak. My friends at McGovern Auto Group can get you into a newer pre-owned vehicle that fits your lifestyle and your budget. With over 35 locations, 25 brands, and more than 9,000 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock. You're choosing what fits, not settling for what's on the lot. And here's the kicker. Every new vehicle sold at McGovern comes with 10 years or up to 150,000 miles of powertrain warranty coverage, adding real peace of mind and a lot more life to your investment. Learn more at McGovernAuto.com, the official automotive partner of the New England Patriots.
Boston Vision helped baseball legend David Ortiz get back to seeing 20/20 again, and they can do the same for you. See like Big Papi. Book your free evaluation at bostonvision.com.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance, and Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about their award-winning customer service. Celtics up by 2, 12-10, as Sam Hauser and Mayes Queta have all 12 Boston points. For the first 5:49, Luka Garza getting set to check in, as is Anthony Simons. And how crazy is it? The Celtics have started 11 different guys, and none of them have been Anthony Simons.
And I think that will continue this season. We've seen Joe Mazzulla do that, keep guys in that 6th-man role so they can thrive in it. Simon seems fine with it. He's been phenomenal as of late. Also, Luka Garza taking the floor after the backing of Caitlin Clark, pumping up her guy. Her friend, to be specific.
Yeah, that's, people are going
to be clear.
You don't think people would try to take that out of context on the internet, do you?
No.
That would never happen.
Never.
Luka Garza's shot, we were just talking about this with Joe. What is remarkable is how Luka and Baylor and even Jordan Walsh and shooting such a high percentage when not playing. It's really remarkable. Celtics in the zone look here. Furphy blows by Hauser. Shireman comes late, gives the foul, and Furphy will go to the free throw line.
Luka lost his balance on the sideline. Took a second to get up.
Luka puts in work.
No question.
They are running through dry towels on the Celtics bench when Luka comes out.
Because he's sweaty. That's what you're saying.
Furphy gets the first free throw to bounce in. So your kids became stars on the West Coast trip.
Who?
A little TV. Was that all that?
Oh, my son, yeah, Silas. Also, kind of a sweaty guy.
Speaking of a great segue. Ties the game at 12, does Furphy from the free throw line.
Happy birthday, Silas. You just turned 7 yesterday.
And those are the precious moments. Pritchard kicks Anthony Simons over the shoulder pass. Hauser returns it to Simons. You mark it by the seasons. I'm like, oh yeah, Abby was pregnant during that Jay Crowder. Follow away Pritchard from the baseline. Got it. Tough shot.
Oh, I remember Silas because it was the second year of Kyrie Irving.
Right. You know, one of the times I remember you being pregnant was that we went to North Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
University of North Carolina. Roy Williams is there. 14-12, Boston by 2. As we travel down memory lane here at the Fieldhouse. Entry to Huff, shovels it out to the corner. Shepard's got a good look at the 3 and he knocks it down. He's so confident right now. 15-14, Indiana by 1.
Mabel was on that trip, though. So, yes, it was Silas that I was pregnant with in North Carolina.
Richard floats it, left wing. Simons, pretty good look. It is 3, no good. Back iron, rebound. Pulled out by Furphy. He pulled it away from Garza. And sends Siakam away. Celtics just 2 of 7 from 3. Shepard catches from Siakam, launches another 3, no good. Rebound, Sam Hauser.
In the same spot, that one didn't fall for Nemhard.
Pritchard moving to his left. Remember, Indiana couldn't miss when they got to Boston that first half of that game, and they ended up regression to the mean, shooting exactly 32% the way they started. Pritchard, stop and start, goes by Huff, hands to Garza for the easy 2.
Peyton Pritchard got right by Jay Huff. Had no idea what was coming at him.
3 assists for Peyton Pritchard here in the first 7.5 minutes. Celtics by 1. Trying to win for a 3rd straight time without Jaylen Brown. Furphy, bounce pass for Jay Huff. He drives, runs it high off the window and in.
This one feels a little different than those first 2. Celtics got off to fast starts in those games.
And the Pacers are playing better. Pritchard for Garza. Garza dribbles to the free throw line, returns it to Simons. Simons has Huff in front of him. Push pass back to Shireman. Huff fakes the 3, drives low, and Huff just reaches out like a toll collector. He's trying to go through a toll booth and commits the foul.
Sean, what is this? Is Baylor Shireman going to go to the line?
This is insane.
Did the Celtics get a whistle?
Not just that, Baylor Shireman has taken a grand total of 3 free throws this year.
What? This is unbelievable. You're telling me that the Celtics drive through the lane and they got a foul called for them?
Abby, we don't do humor and sarcasm here on this side.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
I
where
apologize.
we take these games very. If you've ever heard Max and I, you know we take this very seriously.
You're right. I'm sorry.
We're coming off the snark for the ages from Joe Mazzulla. If you weren't with us on Celtics tonight, when he figured out a very clever way to not get fined. When I asked him about Jaylen, he said, yeah, I told Jaylen he just has to get better at that. He can't get to the free throw line 13 times one game and not at all the next. He's got to get better at that.
He's playing such a different game, too.
Shireman gets the free throws, 18-17. Boston by 1. T.J. McConnell. Logged a lot of minutes against the Celtics over the years. Jarris Walker's been playing very well lately. Catches left side, 3 comes up short. And the rebound for Baylor Shireman, who's been everywhere here at the start. Shireman going to attack. Michael Potter goes right by and whips it to the corner. Jordan Walsh waiting. Had an open 3, lost it, then dropped the ball. Diving for it to come up with it is Garza. They're going to time up for a jump ball, and Jordan Walsh slams his hands together as if to say, I probably should have taken that first shot. And the reason why is because he probably should have taken that first shot.
But you still see the hustle from this Celtics stay ready crew diving to the floor by Luka Garza.
Joe Mazzulla going to grab a timeout. 3:32 to go. Opening quarter. Boston 18, Indiana 17 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Every great team is built around its all-stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealers' award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco and Bronco Sport. Key players with iconic styling that sets them apart on the road. And all-terrain capability makes them ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer with room for 7 passengers and lots of gear. Your New England Ford dealers have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
You ready for the Celtics season? Yeah.
If you want your kids to love something,
Big game for the Celtics tonight.
it's important to start them young. That's why Amica Insurance and the Celtics Shamrock Foundation are teaming up to improve access to early childhood education across New England so that the next generation gets the start they deserve. Amica Insurance is a proud sponsor of the 18-time world champion Boston Celtics.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Score a touchdown with all your fans. Get ready for the game with a trip to Shaw's or Star Market. Tackle your hungry team with Shaw's and Star Market party platters. Pick up sandwich platters, wing platters, shrimp platters, veggie and cookie platters that'll leave your fans cheering for more. Order ahead in-store, by phone, or online at shaws.com or starmarket.com. Shaw's and Star Market party platters are made fresh, so you always win. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
This is Boston's home for sports.
Celtics by 1 with 3:32 to go in the first quarter at the field house. Big crowd piling in here on a Monday night. They were here for the anthem. Brought to you as always by Mass Mutual Planning and Protection on and off the field. Let's take 10 seconds. Station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Station.
Unmistakably, it's Abby with us tonight because she did not learn from the one fateful time that our mics stay hot during the legal IDs.
I did not know that. No.
Yes, you did.
I learned something new.
No, that wasn't new because that was where you're faithful.
No, that happened.
Nope, that was like, maybe it could have been a timeout late. Simons misses from the baseline.
In the fourth quarter.
Those little 1-minute timeouts that you guys try to squeeze every little commercial. We try to let it breathe a little bit. T.J. McConnell in the front court. T.J. McConnell, of course, joined those process Sixers, played against the Celtics in the playoffs in 2018. Cross-court pass deflected out of bounds by Pritchard. Hugo Gonzalez in the game for the first time. So Gonzalez, Walsh, Garza, Simons, and Pritchard now going to be replaced by Derek White.
I just want to say a fourth quarter that lasted forever.
Right, that game. Was that Clipper game? That
Yes.
was that great overtime game?
Yes.
T.J. McConnell.
Never went to break at overtime.
For Neesmith. Oh, Jarris Walker. He's trying to decide what to do. He's going to drive on Garza, run it with the right hand too hard off the window. Rebound Jordan Walsh. Jarris Walker indecisive there.
The young player the Pacers would like to get going.
Ian J. Huff, the only Pacers who played every game. It's been that kind of year. Simons has played every game for the Celtics. Driving on Shepard, floats it for the dotted line, off balance, no good. And a rebound for Michael Potter. 6'10" shooter, lead for Shepard. Shepard driving. Derek White just holds his ground. And Shepard did not get a good shot away. He tried to run it up a little finger roll and kind of slipped out of his hand.
Derek didn't even have to block it. His presence was enough.
Just 41%, 7 of 17, but they have the lead here, up by 1. Simons over the shoulder pass, Jordan Walsh against Potter. Into the shot clock, stop and start travel. Shaky first quarter here for Jordan Walsh.
Especially after his number got called to guard Victor Wembanyama against the Spurs, and then a couple of missed rebounds, and Joe called on Baylor Shireman.
Switching left hand, T.J. McConnell. Shepard going to swing it left wing. Walker, good look at a 3, but he misses it wide left. And a rebound for Jordan Walsh. Derek White through the center court logo. High right hand dribble. Smith down in his stance in front of him. Simons crisscrosses Garza. Set a little screen. Garza did for Simons, trying to get him free from McConnell. Simons turns the corner on McConnell, gets into the paint, scoops it up and in.
McConnell, such a pest defensively, but Anthony Simons makes quick work going around him.
20-17. Celtics by 3. Shepard trying to tie it for the left corner, but it comes up short. And the rebound belongs to Jordan Walsh. Celtics plus 5 on the glass here early on. A bunch of offensive rebounds in that early sequence. Derek White against Michael Potter. Right-hand dribble drive. He's in pretty deep. Goes off the window and in. He sealed off Potter and scored with the right hand. And Rick Carlisle going to grab a timeout. And we will keep it here.
Okay. Oh, good for the warning. I was going to say, Micah Potter, a great story. I need that kind of information. Micah Potter, a great story, has been in and out of the league. The Pacers crushed by injury all season long, gave him a shot, and now he's signed for the entire year and has some time to show people what he can do.
Saw him in Utah the last couple of years. He played sparingly, became more of a starter as that year wore on, and the Jazz were shipping Lauri Markkanen out of town or telling him the wrong times of games or anything to keep him showing up the way way OKC was doing with Al a few years ago.
They didn't hide the Al. They said he's done.
Really looking forward to seeing Al, who for the second time in his career, after leaving the Celtics to what he thought was going to be a better situation. Spoiler alert, it has not been a better situation.
They did pay him more than the Celtics.
I don't think anybody who understands the situation questioned Al. It's just funny how it worked out.
Yes. This one's funny. The Philadelphia one, not so much.
I don't see how Golden State, they just seem to be too far past it. Even last night, they had 30-point games from Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry and lost the game. The West is just too young and ferocious for them to be an elite team out there. And Steve Kerr, he talks wistfully about beating the Celtics 4 years ago, that was almost the extra one that came sort of after the run, and it proved that you just, stay in the game.
Right, they were old then.
Yeah, how they could possibly make it through that Western Conference, I can't imagine. Out of the timeout, TJ McConnell takes the handoff back from Naismith, looking for an opening. Hugo Gonzalez slides his feet. McConnell lost it, has it back in the corner. Pushes out of the wing, Jarris Walker. Well, Potter exposed the ball. Jordan Walsh knocked it away. We're going to be picked off the ground by Shepard. Pushes it towards Walker with 4 on the shot clock. Walker, left-hand dribble, crazy runner, hits the top of the backboard. That is a shot clock violation.
Solid defense by the Celtics. Biggest guy out there is Luka Garza at the 5.
Indiana last in field goal shooting, 29th in offense, 28th in scoring. So they've been the best three-point shooting team in the NBA since Christmas. So go figure. Derek White, slot drive on the right side. Naismith stays with him. He blocks the shot into the front row, but it's after he bumped him and committed the foul.
Another whistle as Derek White walks to the line. Wow. See, it can happen.
Do I need to get Brian Olive up here to prevent you from getting fined?
Brian can't stop me. Just kidding. He absolutely can. But
it really was. It is
worth pointing out.
It was an epic rant from Jaylen. There's no question about it. Derek gets the free throw. And listen, it brings up the discussion about, are you a jump shooting team? Are you a three-point shooting team? And you're not going to get free throws. But where is that line on how a game is going to be officiated? And I've never been a fan. It goes back to Tommy, who would just look at the box score and say, hey, they've had 8 more free throws than us. And that's not how it works. The game isn't supposed to be that each team gets the same number of free throws. But after 20 games, 30 games, 40 games, it was pretty bizarre to see Jaylen Brown play 40-plus minutes and not get to the line.
The Celtics have now tied their number of free throws from that game in the first quarter.
Free throw attempts, they're 4 for 4, 3 for 4 on Saturday. Abby dropping numbers. By the way, here's a number. 8 straight points for the Celtics to lead by 7. Naismith dribbles to 18 feet, a boulder. No good. And Potter trying to come up with a loose ball. He does get the offensive rebound and put it back up and in. That shot did hit the rim, so shot clock didn't reset, but it should have. Potter the putback, taking it away from Hugo. 24-19, those are the ones that drive Joe crazy.
And missed out on the 2 for 1.
11 on the shot clock. That happened the other night late when De'Aaron Fox walked the dog into the front court. 6 on the shot clock, 9 on the game clock as we count it down in the first. Derek White, right-hand dribble, drives to the mid-block, double team, floats it up, and they're giving this to Indiana. Looks like it went out of bounds off Naismith. Pacers have 3.3 to go the length of the court. So they're going to make a change. They're going to get Shireman in here. Get Garza.
Counteract the speed of the Pacers.
Seeing some crazy setups out of timeouts for these situations from Rick Carlisle. Naismith gets it back, half court. He gives it up to Walker. He didn't have time to do that, so they do not even get a shot away. And that will do it for the first quarter. End of 1 at the Fieldhouse. Boston 24, Indiana 19 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
Clinton Savings Bank is here to help power up your business. With our new partner services, you can process payments on any device, saving you time, and manage payroll with flexible, affordable options. Plus, with online banking, mobile deposit, ACH, and wire services, managing your business finances just got a whole lot easier. Enjoy no minimum balance requirement and no minimum deposit to open your business checking account. Visit clintonsavings.com to get started today. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Bob's a financial professional who's currently enjoying a win-win scenario, meeting with a valued client and enjoying a round of golf. But Bob's used to win-win scenarios because he works with Mass Mutual, who not only provides the freedom and flexibility to offer his clients products and solutions that meet their needs, they offer Bob the autonomy, compensation, and optional home office support that meet his. Win-win. Success for your clients and yourself. The feeling is Mass Mutual. Learn more at massmutual.com/wealthmanagement.
When you compete with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra. Superior like beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The Pats play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 5, 24-19 as we go to quarter number 2. At the Fieldhouse, Ford F-150 first quarter was brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years. The New England Patriots are going to get a second home game on Sunday. Play either Houston or Pittsburgh. Been around long enough. It was hard, if you've been around as long as I have, to not flash back to Tom Brady's first playoff game. The Celtics played that snowy Saturday night in Detroit, lost the game. And Paul Lucy, who's been our producer on TV forever, he had a Watchman, which, kids, was basically a little TV the size of the phone you're probably holding right now. And that's how we had to watch the end of the snow game and the tuck rule, because there's no Wi-Fi. You couldn't.
Yes.
There's no Wi-Fi. There's no nothing.
Oh, yeah, it was working off of antenna.
Right.
Luckily, it was on network television.
Flying back to Boston on that Saturday night.
Wow. I'm just wondering how the Celtics are hiding their defenses here against the Pacers, because it worked really well for the Pats in that playoff game.
It was extra. I felt like Chris Collinsworth is awesome in every possible way. I felt like he wasn't even giving the Patriots defense. You're kind of looking at other things. But the Patriots defense was just absolutely ridiculous last night. Man, they got to get, I'm a Justin Herbert fan. Got to get that kid some help. He has taken a beating. 24-19. Boston with the ball to begin the second quarter, going left to right. We're in those city editions. Simons with a zip entry to Keita. Nonchalant, as you saw Keita sneaking in behind Potter for the easy two. They're looking at Keita tonight.
Had no idea where he was.
Celtics got their largest lead, up by 7. Early second quarter, 26-19. Keita's got 8. 4 for 4. Siakam, top of the circle against Ugo. Pull up, 17-footer, short. Rebound, Keita deflects it. Simons grabs it.
Ugo Gonzalez continues to check the opposition's best player.
Derek White dribbles to the elbow and knocks down a jumper very quickly. Celtics by 9. 12-2 is the Boston run here, spanning the quarter break. TJ McConnell or Aaron Neesmith. Hand off from Potter back to Neesmith. High left-hand dribble. Pacers now do not look as safe. They had a lot of inconsistencies like this year. McConnell stop and start, drive baseline on Keita. Follow-away shot, no good. He never takes that shot, and that's why. Rebound, Jordan Walsh.
Pacers have had a lot of bad quarters this season.
Derek White switches to the left hand. He's got an opening, gets to the elbow, kicks out to Jordan Walsh. Extra pass into the corner. Simons contested 3. Rims out, and the rebound, Neesmith.
Anthony still looking for that first shot to fall tonight.
Jordan Walsh, if he's going to be open, you got to take that shot. That's part
No
of the
hesitation.
gig.
Absolutely.
Siakam draws the double team, bounce pass out. Walker entry. McConnell from the paint. Shovels out to the corner, and Potter knocks down a three. Welcome to the NBA now. 6-foot dude in the paint, kicking out to the corner for a 7-footer to shoot a three. 28-22, Boston by 6. Derek White for Simons. Dribble handoff, Ugo. Now Derek White resets it straight away. Chased by Neesmith. Derek White loses him. A little step back. Pull up three is good.
Derek's starting to feel it right now. He hit that first shot coming out of the timeout with urgency, and it's hot.
Derek White's up to 9, 31-22. Boston by 9. Quick three. Gets it right back. Second time Neesmith has done that.
Yeah, don't let Aaron Neesmith get going. Absolute sniper, right? What he called himself coming out of the draft.
He did. Step into the elbow. Simons knocks down a jumper. 33-25. Kata's down. 5-on-4 the other way. Kata just getting up now. Entry Siakam in the paint. Runs it over Derek White. Scoring the fouls. Kata never got back into the play.
Nemi holding his head. Slow to walk back to the other end. Pacing around right now.
See if our friends at Peacock have a replay for us. They do.
Battling with Aaron Neesmith under the bucket.
Neesmith just got that left forearm up.
Yeah. It's like an elbow to the back of Nemi's head.
This would be a good time to do your sarcasm about something not getting calls.
At the other end, yes. Derek White, not sure what more he could have done there. Guarding Pascal Siakam. He got an arm in. I see it.
Siakam misses the free throw. 33-27. Boston by 6. Celtics have won 8 of their last 10 on the road.
Don't make Derek White mad.
Remarkably continue this road dominance. It's just been going on for nearly 4 years now. Simons dribbles to the left side, pull up three, sailed it too strong over Jay Huff, and Siakam the rebound. Nembhard diagonal lead for Walker, shovels ahead to Huff, but he drops it, and it's picked off the floor by Jordan Walsh. Don't throw the ball low to a 7-footer. It's Max, that's what he's saying right now. Gonzalez, right corner three, is no good. Long rebound, Derek White's gonna get this one. Shovel it to the right corner where Simons has time to set, lock, load, fire a three that bounces in.
As Anthony Simons raises his arms up and blows it into the sky, finally a three falls for him.
He missed his first two. He'd been 2 of 7 till that make 36-27. Celtics by 9. Neesmith tries to answer it. I say Jackson. He does. Quentin Jackson. Quentin Jackson's just coming back from injury. Rick Carlisle trying to limit his minutes. 36-30. Simons to the corner. Jordan Walsh gets a clean look. He takes it. Comes up short. Rebound eludes Hugo Gonzalez. And there comes Pascal Siakam. Right side lead. Walker Euro step. Runs it up and gets the bounce. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla.
I don't blame you, Sean. Missing up the Jacksons. There's a lot of players who have been through this Pacers roster so far this season.
They all seem to come play here. 8:15 to go first half. Boston 36, Indiana 32 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, Ryan Williams here with 128 Plumbing, Heat, and Cooling and Electric, home of Finish Strong Friday. And at 128, we are proud to be local and independently owned since 1992. And this year, we're excited to announce that we are now certified Evergreen, which is a certification that speaks to long-term commitment and remaining privately held, with a focus on people over short-term profits and exits. Learn more on our website or social media at call128.com.
The 99 Restaurant $14.99 Big Deal meals are big on flavor, big on comfort, and big on value. And now you can dig into these big hearty meals all day, every day. You gotta love the nines.
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers has been Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you gotta get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777 or visit gottagetglassman.com.
This is 2026. No more messing around. It's the first day of the rest of your life. Today, you are switching to Astound, shifting your Wi-Fi and life into a new gear, reliable, affordable connection, so you can browse, watch, and play like you've always wanted. Because slow Wi-Fi is so last year. Under budget, full speed ahead. That's Astound. Gig Wi-Fi for $50 a month with a 3-year price lock. Restrictions apply. See astound.com for details.
Take on New England weather in an all-new Honda. Drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Get a great deal on your next Honda at newengland.hondadealers.com.
Elevate your next night out at Union Straw, a local upscale neighborhood restaurant with 2 locations. Foxborough, just minutes from the stadium, and downtown Taunton. Seasonal menus that are refreshed every 3 months, keeping things new and exciting for returning guests. All dishes and craft cocktails are made with fresh local ingredients. Union Straw is an ideal destination for private events, offering flexible spaces and customizable options. Open 7 days a week, plus Sunday brunch. Check out Union Straw in Foxborough or Taunton. Great food, great drinks, and a great experience.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics lead down to 4, 36-32. 8:15 to go in the first half. Celtics have 9 assists on their 14 field goals, with each one. Delta Dental of Massachusetts donates another $25 to the Tufts School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. Follow along at 98.5 and sportshub.com/veterans. Celtics got leapfrogged by the Knicks last night for that second, third spot in the Eastern Conference as they embark on this very long 4-game Eastern trip. It's hard to remember an 8-9 day Eastern trip over the last few years, but the Celtics have one here.
Especially coming off a long trip they just finished up with the turn of the year. End of Christmas to the new year.
Celtics playing, 7 of 8 on the road here. 6 of 7 on the road, and then so the bizarre number was the home games. The Celtics played 3 home games in 30 days. Then they played 4 in 6 days. Now where the Celtics, after starting yesterday, will play only 1 home game in 15 days. So that was a home court oasis in a desert of travel for the Celtics. Hauser throws it away right out of the timeout. He threw it towards Peyton Pritchard, but Pritchard wasn't looking. The ball goes out of bounds, and the Celtics, #1 in the NBA in fewest turnovers, and now turned it over 5 times.
This is the first of the second quarter. But those drive Joe Mazzulla crazy. He talks after games, 10 to 12 possessions. That's one of them that you can control.
Quentin Jackson out there with Nembhard, Huff, Siakam, and Jarris Walker. Jay Huff catch and shoot behind the Siakam screen. His 3 is good.
Need me a little slow to get out to challenge Huff on the 3.
8-0 Pacer run. Boston lead is down to 1. 36-35. Miasketa. Dribble handoff for Simons. Simons creeping on the right side. Attacks Huff, scoops it up, and gets the bounce. There is something so aesthetically pleasing while watching Anthony Simons play basketball.
He makes it look easy, too.
Quentin Jackson fouled by Hauser as he started his drive on the right side. Sam just threw a body block, which is the kind of tenacious defensive play his Green Bay Packers could have used.
Not enough.
No truth to the rumor that Sam sat out Saturday to watch the Packers.
Zero truth. And got his heart broken.
Yeah, he did. Nembhard. Down the left side, over the shoulder to Jay Huff. Up fakes on Hauser. Swings it back to Jarris Walker. Right side 3. Got it. Tie game.
Pacers finding some rhythm here.
11-2, Indiana run. About 2 minutes, the game is tied at 38. Anthony Simons for Peyton Pritchard. Out of the logo, return to Simons. Those two have played really well together. Simons stepping back on Nembhard, drills a 3.
Anthony looks to have found his range, but yeah, Peyton and Anthony, I mean, they used to play together in Portland in the offseason. Very familiar with each other.
12 for Anthony Simons now in 11 minutes off the bench. Jay Huff catch and shoot 3, got it. Just leans into it. Pacers made 1 3. As Abby told you in the first quarter, they've already made 6 here in the second. Simons dribbles behind his back, being harassed by Quentin Jackson. Steps back and hits anyway from the free throw line.
I'm not sure you could have played defense any better than that. Anthony making something out of nothing.
This is turning into a Simons game. They enter to Huff, runs it over Hauser, no good. Kata yanks down the rebound. Pritchard bounce pass for Simon. Off the right side. Simons against Walker. He feeling it. Step back 3, no good. Back iron to rebound Jay Huff. That was a heat check.
I was ready for an Inferno.
Nembhard for Pascal Siakam, and meanwhile, Jarris Walker is screaming for the ball in the paint because he's got the mouse in the house. Anthony Simons, who's leaning on, who finally commits the foul. That's 3 team fouls on the Celtics. And how many fouls, Abby, have they called on the Pacers?
In this quarter?
In this quarter.
0? 0. Yes. That doesn't seem even?
I'm just
equitable, if you will?
Meandering over to see how many retweets the Joe comments have gotten now. In the paint, Jarris Walker enters down low. Siakam scored the foul. It's a bad foul by Shiny.
Siakam with the and one. He got behind the defense, those back cuts. You know the Celtics are aware they're coming.
Yeah, starting to take off a little bit. Midway through the second, Siakam can give Indiana the lead here at the free throw line.
I would say sarcasm is hard to communicate on X or Twitter, whatever you want to say.
And you know,
you got to hear it in his voice.
It's almost as if people deliberately try to twist things on social media. Siakam hits the free throws. 44-43. Pacers have come from 9 points down. They've grabbed the lead. Pritchard keeps it away from Quentin Jackson, reaching for the ball. Bounce entry, Garza shovels back to Pritchard. Pritchard left side of the floor, switches to the right hand, drives past Jackson, gets a little seal from Garza. First shot blocked by Huff. Pritchard has it back. Kick out with 4 on the shot clock. Shireman drives, draws contact on Shireman. Runs the shot up, no good. Trying to draw the foul, didn't get it. Here comes Siakam the other way. Siakam for Jay Huff. Huff fakes the trail 3. Steps in all the way to the rim and a little reverse slam. Timeout Joe Mazzulla, and he is screaming. And I mean screaming at Eric Dowling about Shireman not getting the call the other end.
I don't know. I didn't know Jay Huff had it like that. The spinning behind the back dunk. He saw an opening and went for it.
19-7 is the Pacer run. They're up by 3. 5:35 to go first half. Indiana 46, Boston 43 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
As the Boston Celtics gear up for the stretch run, they know they'll have to protect home court. At Amica Insurance, they understand how important it is to protect the things that matter most to you. So they put in the time to make sure you're taken care of. Whether it's talking through the details of your coverage or following up after a claim, your auto, home, and life insurance are more than just policies. They're protection for the life you built. Visit Amica.com and get a quote today.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Imagine looking up and seeing 48 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 48 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. Featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
Coming up at halftime, Joe Murray will be along with scores from around the NBA, including Philly, after absolutely giving a game away in the first half of the baseball series in Toronto. They're blasting the Raptors tonight, up by 26 midway through the second quarter. Obviously, all eyes, including Joe Murray's eyes, I guarantee you right now, are on the Steelers and the Texans. I will be very surprised if it is not the Houston Texans in Foxborough on Sunday.
I agree. Which will be a tough matchup.
Hoping to be able to see that game. It depends on which window it's in. The Celtics are going to fly on Sunday from Atlanta to Detroit. Hopefully in time to see the Patriots game.
A lot of Pats fans on the staff.
Following weekend, conference championship weekend, Celtics are off on that Sunday after what should be a really fun night in Chicago, Derrick Rose night, as they retire his number. A lot of cool stuff coming up on the road. Hasn't been a cool few minutes for the Celtics. Their 9-point leads turned into a 3-point deficit, 46-43. Derek White out there with Hauser, Garza, Pritchard, and Shireman. Down on the left side, Derek White coming strong, runs it up with the right hand, no good. Offensive rebound. Garza tried to go too quick, but he gets a third chance, and it's good.
And that's where Garza has shined as of late. offensive board.
In about 2.5 a game, despite the limited playing time. I can't get over how he's shooting. 21 of 41 from three. Nembhard forces an entry to Jay Huff, and this time a reverse dunk after Garza gambled for the steal and didn't get it. And I didn't know Jay Huff had a bag to go this deep in. 48-45. Pacers by 3. Derek White. The Celtics playing without Jaylen Brown tonight. Sitting out with a sore back. Garza handoff. Derek White, he just blasted Neesmith on the screen. Got pressure at 3, tie game.
Aaron Neesmith ran into a brick wall that was Luka Garza. Is that a screen assist?
Yes, another one for him. He and Luke Cornett, both among the league leaders. Neesmith, wide open 3 on the left side is good. Shireman had no chance to get out there and get it.
Realized his mistake way too late.
The Pacers have made 7 threes in the quarter.
Yes.
After just 1 in the first. They lead 51-48. Handoff, Garza to Sam Hauser. Moves it to Derek White left side. Against Quentin Jackson. Hauser runs to the corner, catches Shepard, takes the 3 away. 5 in the shot clock. Hauser right-hand dribble. From the free throw line, return it to Derek White. He attacks, floats it from 10 feet and scores. More and more teams running the Celtics off that 3-point line. Nembhard for Neesmith. Neesmith driving on Derek White. Finger roll, no good. Derek White did a good job to not foul. Smith was off balance. Pritchard leading to the left side. Shireman attacks. He falls down, but he gets it away to the right corner for a Sam Hauser 3 that's no good. Rebound pinballed around. Neesmith gobbles it up. Shepard return to Neesmith. Coming right down the middle. Scoops to the right hand. No good. And the rebound. 73.
I think some of that is choice, though, Sean. The Celtics defense, what you're willing to live with.
It is, but it's dangerous. Neesmith drives into the paint. Jordan Walsh reaches out to try to tie him up and does.
I mean, you look at San Antonio, for instance, the Celtics, no question, trying to block off the paint. When you have a guy like Victor Wembanyama, you live with some of those threes.
And what's interesting is the three-point defense seemed to have a lot more correlation to winning. If you look this year, even the teams with the really good three-point defense, some of them are some of the bad teams in the league, including Indiana. The top two teams in the NBA in three-point defense are Dallas and Indiana, both way under 500.
Because you open up the paint. Well, and the Celtics actually, because they're such elite shooters, can sustain that. They have the most wins when an opponent hits 23.
Celtics scored 4 points in the first 6.5 minutes of the quarter. They've got 13 in the last 3. And they win the jump ball.
How many of those does Peyton have?
9. Pritchard spinning on Shepherd. Stop and start. Gets to the elbow. Tries to seal off. Shepherd can't do it. Hand to Jordan Walsh. Throws him a grenade, but Walsh dives through 2 men, including Walker, and scores with the left hand. It's a 4-point game.
What a play by Jordan Walsh. Had no idea that ball was coming to him. Made something happen.
79-75. Boston within 4 after trailing by 13. McConnell dribbles to the baseline. Jumper rims out. Rebound Garza. Here comes Pritchard racing up the middle of the floor against Neesmith. Pritchard gets in deep. Shovels back to Garza. That flip shot is up and good from 10 feet, and we've got a 2-point game.
Garza, nice trail there. Peyton, good find.
17-6 is the run. Couple of threes for Indiana. 79-77. Pacers by 2. Celtics should get the last shot here. Neesmith enters to Walker. Shovel out to the corner. Open is Shepherd. 3 no good. Rebound Walsh. Shot clock is off. 7 seconds to go in the third. Pritchard. Pull up. Fires. Short on the 3. Long rebound. Simons comes up with it, but can't get the shot away in time. And that will do it. Just as the game seemed to be getting away, the Celtics just claw their way back to the surface. They led by 5 at the end of 1. By 3 at halftime, trailed by as many as 13 midway through the third. But it's a 2-point game as we make the turn for home. End of 3 at the Fieldhouse. Indiana 79, Boston 77 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
They're going to make me change my shoes and walk in.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
Bob's a financial professional who's currently enjoying a win-win scenario, meeting with a valued client and enjoying a round of golf. But Bob's used to win-win scenarios because he works with Mass Mutual, who not only provides the freedom and flexibility to offer his clients products and solutions that meet their needs, they offer Bob the autonomy, compensation, and optional home office support that meet his. Win-win. Success for your clients and yourself. The feeling is Mass Mutual. Learn more at massmutual.com/wealthmanagement.
Score a touchdown with all your fans. Get ready for the game with a trip to Shaw's or Star Market. Tackle your hungry team with Shaw's and Star Market party platters. Pick up sandwich platters, wing platters, shrimp platters, veggie and cookie platters that'll leave your fans cheering for more. Order ahead in-store, by phone, or online at shaws.com or starmarket.com. Shaw's and Star Market party platters are made fresh, so you always win. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Hey Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
To the fourth quarter we go. 79-77, Indiana by 2. This was fading away from the Celtics, and then Peyton Pritchard said, not on my watch. With the exception of a couple of threes, the Pacers have knocked down. A strange night for Indiana. 1 of 6 shooting threes in the first quarter. 13 of 23. 13 of 23 in the 2 quarter set. Celtics just 7 of 27. How many times in the Joe Mazzulla era has a team made twice as many threes
as the Celtics. 14-7, but Boston only down 2 as we go to the fourth.
My favorite part of the day, on a game day, on the road, is coming to shoot around, and Peyton Pritchard at the end, going at 3 or 4 Celtics assistants, all of them working to do whatever they can to stop Peyton. And they can't. It doesn't happen often, and whenever they do, the assistants, Nana, Sham, they're all celebrating like they just won a championship because Peyton works so hard at his craft day in and day out and does everything he can to be ready for these moments.
Max and I had a fun conversation with Anthony Simons about playing against Pritchard pickup, where it's like, does he push off too? And you're playing, it's like, yeah, every time. All right, Pacers with the ball in the navy blue uniforms, leading by 2, 79-77 as we go to the fourth. Tony Bradley is in the game for the first time for Indiana. TJ McConnell, closed down by Jordan Walsh. Hands back to Neesmith. Neesmith against Simon. Shot clock at 4. Neesmith spins, kick to the corner. McConnell ducks his shoulder, drives in the paint, falls away at the shot clock buzzer and hits.
They'll review that. That was close.
That was really close. 81-77. Indiana by 4. Derek White moves it left wing, caught by Simons. White pull up 3 on Neesmith, rims out. Rebound Walker. DJ McConnell up the left side, ducks the shoulder, drives past Jordan Walsh, floats it over Garza, no good. Rebound Simons, but loose ball foul on the Celtics. They're pointing towards maybe Simons.
I didn't see it. Yes. Calls on Anthony. Trying to look at the replay. That's an old play. It's Peyton Pritchard on the monitor.
Getting some Peacock national love.
Yes. Interesting, Joe giving Peyton a breather here. Knows they're going to need him down the stretch.
A lot of league pass games lately. A lot of national TV coming up for the Celtics, especially when we get to February. TJ McConnell against Jordan Walsh. Bradley comes out, sets the high screen. Bounce pass for Neesmith. Corner, 3. Nope. Rebound Jordan Walsh.
I'll still be there. Mostly.
That's
the
what
national.
matters. That's all people tuning in to see. Simons has it punched away by Quentin Jackson into the backcourt. Jackson tries to dive for it. Actually took Simons out. Are they calling a jump ball? Jump
Jackson
ball.
Rewarded for that effort. Getting applause from the fans. No one had possession of that ball.
There was no possession at all. Did the officials
It went
not
right out of
see
bounds.
Pat Frayer, Eric Dolan, Brandon Schwab are talking about it? I don't understand how that could be a jump ball. It went off somebody.
By definition, no one had possession of that ball. It went straight out of bounds.
Be one of those Peacock bench guys to explain that.
I'm sure Scout's doing a great job. Play happened right in front of him.
Quentin Jackson will jump it against Simons, who wins it to Hauser. Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
Boston down 4. 10:32 to go. Derek White turns the corner. He's got an opening on the right side slot drop, and his bounce pass is deflected and stolen. Derek White turns it over. McConnell has the paint taken away by Simons, so he kicks out to Neesmith. Trail 3, no good. Rebound Cater.
Neesmith shot that confidently. Was surprised it didn't go down.
The Pacers go cold again in the fourth. They swing to Hauser. Left side 3 comes up short. Rebound comes right back to him, and he dives into the pack and gets fouled.
Sam Hauser got a whistle.
And we, in the same game, Abby, are going to see Baylor Scheinman and Sam Hauser shoot free throws.
Whoa.
Which is like Haley's comp.
Has that ever happened?
I would imagine it probably is not. Sam Hauser had that one game in the preseason where he was a free throw merchant in the preseason. Gets the first one to go, his 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the year.
I mean, he's pretty good at shooting free throws, too.
So Jay Huff will check back in. Maybe the man of the match to this point.
Celtics
20 points in 22 minutes.
Doing a lot of that damage with Jay Huff off the floor.
Pacers plus 13 with Jay Huff in the game, so minus 11 with him out. Exactly 10 minutes to go right now if you're syncing up. Indiana by 2. 81-79. TJ McConnell straight away behind the Huff screen. Moves to his left. Kick out. Jackson. Isaiah Jackson right side of the fall away. Got it.
It's a nice little sidestep by Jackson.
It's been really interesting to watch Quentin Jackson become this player. Just fight to stay in the league. Pacers have a lot of those guys. Derek White enters the Queta. Elevates over Quentin Jackson. Reaches down to his belt to start the motion, and the follow-through right-hand slam shakes the rim.
That was
and
nasty.
the foul.
Yamiche Queta and had a little something to say for the fans at the baseline. Love those hammers from Yamiche Queta.
Free throw, sits on the back rim, falls out. 83-81, Indiana by 2. 9.5 to go. TJ McConnell. Watched by Simons, force him back to the outside. Use the Huff screen to dribble to the elbow. Diagonal kick out, deep 3. Jackson got it. Tough to overcome a team shooting 15 of 32 from 3. 86-81, Indiana by 5. Derek White. D. Smith on his shoulder, pulls up 14 feet, jumper rims out, rebound. Walsh can't get there. Jarris Walker's got it. TJ McConnell, right hand dribble, top of the circle, jumper, got it. Big swing. 5 points for Indiana, and they push the lead back to 7. 88-81.
Celtics need to punch back.
Simons. Into the corner. Hauser, catch and shoot. High arcing rainbow 3, no good. Rebound Walker. TJ McConnell slowly into the front court. Pacers trying to win 3 in a row for the first time this year. McConnell, free throw line. Bounce pass, gets it back from Jay Huff. Stumbles as he drives, reverses it up, no good, but he got the foul on Jordan Walsh. TJ McConnell runs some time off the clock and will get some free throws.
Jay Huff, after hitting all those threes, pulling Nimi away from the basket. Celtics falling behind on the boards.
McConnell, Hauser, and Shireman all getting to the line tonight. TJ McConnell, 11 for 11 this year.
TJ Thorne in this, a Celtics killer. Can we call him a bona fide Celtics killer?
Everybody remembers, as McConnell misses a free throw for the first time this year, everybody remembers Scary Terry and his performance against Eric Bledsoe in the first round of the playoffs against Milwaukee. But in the second round, everybody forgets that TJ McConnell ate his lunch in that series. That the Celtics won in 5 games to advance to the conference finals in Ben Simmons' rookie year.
That's what I think of when I think of TJ McConnell, is with the Sixers.
Yeah, no doubt. 6 straight for the Pacers. They lead 89-81. 8:11 to go. Aiden Pritchard. Strong down the right side. D. Smith on the shoulder. Pritchard pulls up. Last second goes to Cato. Has a better look. Misses the jump hook. Gets his own rebound. Flips it back up and in.
There's that touch. You want to see Cato finish.
14-6 for Cato. Celtics down 6. McConnell. Diagonal kick out. Walker driving on Pritchard. Turns to TJ McConnell on the wing. Down century Walker. Pritchard trying to hold his ground. Walker bumps him, looking for the cutter, and he threw it right to Cato. Quentin Jackson was coming on the backside, but he stopped running. The ball went right to Cato. Lead from Pritchard to Jordan Walsh, going to attack Jay Huff under the basket. Walsh runs it up and in. That was going nowhere fast, but he recovers, comes up with the ball, scores off the window, and Rick Carlisle will grab a timeout.
Looks like Jordan took a hit to the face, walking slowly to the bench.
Another night of the gap year Celtics scratching and clawing. 7:29 to go. Indiana 89, Boston 85 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Splitsville, a Patriot Place, is something for everyone. They got 12 luxury lanes of bowling, 4 best-in-class golf simulators, I love those, 3 interactive dart areas, and weekly live entertainment from some of New England's best local bands. Splitsville delivers a one-of-a-kind entertainment experience for all. Host your next event in the shadows of Gillette Stadium. Visit howlsplitsville.com or just call them 508-698-BOWL. Splitsville, a Patriot Place where you can eat, bowl, sing, swing, reign like a champ.
Hey, it's Ryan Rivard, Project Director at Blue Sky Restoration. We understand that behind every property disaster is a person, a family, a team, real lives disrupted. That's why we're committed to restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
Boston Vision helped baseball legend David Ortiz get back to seeing 20/20 again, and they can do the same for you. See like Big Papi. Book your free evaluation at bostonvision.com.
Hey, Ryan Williams here with 128 Plumbing, Heat and Cooling and Electric, home of Finish Strong Friday. And at 128, we are proud to be local and independently owned since 1992. And this year, we're excited to announce that we are now certified Evergreen, which is a certification that speaks to long-term commitment and remaining privately held, with a focus on people over short-term profits and exits. Learn more on our website or social media at call128.com.
At South Shore Bank, we want to build up our community because we're part of it. And that's a win-win. Sharing success. South Shore Bank. Member FDIC, DIF, Equal Housing Lender.
Imperial Cars' $75 million clearance event is going on now. Over $10 million of discounts. 2,000 vehicles discounted up to $15,000, including hundreds of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, introducing Imperial Subaru in North Attleboro. Same great team, same great customer service. Hurry in. When they're gone, they're gone.
Felgren Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub.
Celtics trying to overcome a horrendous shooting night and no Jaylen Brown. They're within 4, 89-85, with 7:29 to go. Celtics in 38 games this year, only once have shot worse than the 23% from three they've had tonight. That was the loss early in the season at home to Utah when they set a franchise record by missing 40 three-pointers.
Oof, I'd block that out.
Celtics have the home losses early this year to Utah and Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But the thing about the season is that they have been in virtually every game.
Which is all Joe Mazzulla has asked for. And
home Houston, which was a game they were going to lose anyway, but schedule didn't help. And at Milwaukee was another one. You could argue the home game against Brooklyn that they didn't have a chance to win late. It's the lesson of this NBA is if you hang around and you're competitive and play hard, you have a chance to win more games than people thought you were going to be able to win.
But you mentioned it, a lot of these Pacers players fighting for their NBA lives, and that's the situation that a lot of the Celtics were in to begin this season.
Well, it's really interesting how many of the guys they have here with Nesmith and Nembhard, and everybody talks about the Celtics have winners. Well, the Pacers have winners too, and they're 8-31. Nembhard keeps it away from Pritchard. When Jackson doesn't want to shoot. Nembhard now with 4 on the shot clock against Pritchard. Nembhard rises to 12 feet, forces one, no good. Rebound, punch in the air. Nembhard comes up with it. Tony Bradley created that offensive rebound against Cato. Celtics plus 7 on the glass tonight. Nembhard pull up on Hauser. 17-footer bounces out. Cato grabs the rebound, his 7th.
Health has been the issue for the Pacers this season.
Pritchard dribbles behind his back. Grasped by Quentin Jackson. Kick out Derek White. Derek White bounce pass in the pocket. Cato drives, spins, puts it off the glass. No good. He was falling away from the rim. Made it a tough shot. Tony Bradley's made an impact here. Indiana by 4. 6.5 to go. Siakam. Kick out of the way. Jarris Walker against Sam Hauser. Siakam throws the shoulder into Jordan Walsh, trying to back him down to the mid-block. Siakam turns, fades, hits.
Jordan Walsh did everything he could on that Pascal Siakam post-up. Siakam just rose up, hit the shot.
17, 6, and 6 for Siakam. Indiana by 6, 91-85. Pritchard drives, creates some contact, trying to throw it off the glass, doesn't get the call. Rebound, Jarris Walker.
Tony Bradley picking up the physicality down low for the Pacers.
Nembhard into the corner. Jackson misses the 3 and the rebound for Pritchard. Pritchard using the Cato screen, cross-court Jordan Walsh. Now Cato tries to go. Bradley holds his ground. Cato can't go anywhere. Turns to the Pritchard. Pritchard dribbling low. Tony Bradley breaks that up. 6 on the shot clock. Pritchard sends the entry. Jordan Walsh just sneaks into the dunker spot and does just that.
Jordan Walsh had so much time, wide open on the baseline, put his arms up, waited a second, and then got the ball.
6 for Jordan Walsh, and he's the Celtics' top rebounder tonight with 9. Nembhard. For Siakam, straight away against Pritchard. Tough assignment for Peyton Pritchard here. 7 on the shot clock. Siakam bumps it, turns, steps through, floats it up, does not get the bounce. Rebound Hauser. Celtics within 4. Diagonal lead, Derek White. He's got a man going to the basket. Instead, drops it back for Hauser. Oh, he had Jordan Walsh, so he missed him. Pritchard, deep on the right side, gets a Kata screen. Dribbles low, lost it, has it back, dives into the paint. Falls down as he kicks out to Derek White for a 3.
Fourth quarter, Derek White. All he does is come through.
And the Celtics a 9-2 run to pull this one back out of the fire. And they're within 1, 91-90. Clock rolling with 4:38 to go.
I'm gonna have to change my shoes, Sean.
You've got a tough life. Things I never had to deal with.
I'm gonna have to get downstairs.
Nembhard into the corner. Quentin Jackson launches a 3. This one's no good. Rebound Hauser. Celtics can take the lead here. They have trailed virtually the entire second half. 4:18 to go. Boston with the ball down by 1. Derek White. Watched by Quentin Jackson. Kata steps the screen. Derek White dribbles towards Bradley, then steps back into another 3. It's no good. Back iron. Pacers have the rebound as Jarris Walker boxes out Sam Hauser. Nembhard into the front court. Long arms of Jordan Walsh reaching out in front of him. Bradley sets the screen. Nembhard takes the 3 and hits it.
Nembhard just so casually knocking down. That was a big shot. Put the Pacers up 4.
Pacers have been the best three-point shooting team in the league since Christmas, and that has continued tonight. They're up by 4. White forces the entry to Kata, who gets fouled by Jarris Walker.
Finally, the officials found their whistles here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we went through the entire third quarter without a foul call.
That first one I heard in the fourth, I thought to myself, it'd been a while. And then I learned why.
Free throw missed, though, by Kata. And no fouls called in the third quarter. 5 already in the fourth. Tony Bradley gets a big... Say whatever you want about Indiana. They know basketball here. Tony Bradley, it's a big ovation as he comes off.
He brought the physicality, forced the Celtics to force Nimish Kata.
I feel very strongly like there's some chicken at stake with the second Kata free throw.
It's something.
In the air, he got it. Oh, there will be no chicken feast tonight.
No nuggets.
In Indianapolis. Have to settle for a national championship game next Monday. Pacers by 3. Nembhard for Jay Huff. Good handoff to Nesmith. It's busted up by Hauser, so we'll return it to Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Nembhard, long cross court to nobody. He threw it to the corner. Nesmith was on the wing. Pacers turn it over. Boston ball down 3 with 3:21 to go.
That's what you'd like to have back in crunch time.
Derek White for Jordan Walsh. Now Pritchard out of the logo. Left-hand dribble on the wing. He's going to take it. Deep 3. No good. Back iron. Rebound Shepherd. Celtics 8 of 33 from distance tonight. In the game, they trail by 3. 94-91. Nembhard. Can't drive on Derek White. Goes to Siakam instead. Siakam against Jordan Walsh. Siakam spins away from the double team. Nembhard with the extra pass into the corner for a Ben Shepherd 3 that's no good. Offensive rebound tapped in by Pascal Siakam. Huge play. Indy by 5. Derek White drives in the paint. Diagonal kick out, deflected, stolen by Shepherd. What a swing. Offensive rebound by Siakam, now the turnover. Siakam dribbles right into a crowd and turns it over. Jordan Walsh strips him clean. Boston down 5. Hauser zips it down low. Jordan Walsh, diagonal kick out to the wing. Pritchard 3, got it.
What a sequence by Jordan Walsh. The hustle forces the turnover, saves the ball from going out of bounds, and quick pass to Peyton Pritchard.
And the Celtics are within 2, 96-94, exactly 2 minutes remaining right now. Nembhard gets the Shepherd screen. Pulls up on Hauser, now attacks with the left hand. Tough pass, it'll be handled by Nesmith, but he's got it in the corner. Nesmith, return to Nembhard, 3 from the wing, rims out, rebound Kata. Celtics with the ball down 2. Clock rolling, 143, 142, 141 to go in the field out. Derek White throws the left shoulder into Shepherd. Dribbles with the right, cross-court to Pritchard. Quick return to Derek White. 11 on the shot clock. White pulls up, left elbow jumper, rims out. 2/3 of the way down. Would have tied the game. Rebound for Nembhard. Nembhard driving on Hauser. Drop back to Siakam. Now in the hands of Jay Huff. Return to Siakam. Jordan Walsh jumps out at him defensively with 1:19 to go. Siakam down the left side. Spins in the paint. Couple of pump fakes. Nobody going for it. So a kick out to Nembhard with 5 on the shot clock. Nembhard ducks the shoulder. Splits Jordan Walsh. Floats it up. Blocked by Keita. And the Celtics have it. Another chance to tie or better. Keita is down, so it's a 4-on-5. Derek White for Pritchard, going to duck the shoulder, drive past Huff, scoop it up, blocked by Siakam. He got it just in time. Pacers by 2, and the ball, 49 seconds left. What a finish. Nembhard against Derek White. Pulls up at 18. Jumper, no good. Rebound. It's a long one, but Pritchard's got it. And Joe Mazzulla races onto the floor to call timeout. And he's saying immediately, Pritchard did not. I called the timeout before the ball went to the floor, so I can advance it. What a sequence. The second timeout in the quarter doesn't come till 33 seconds left. Indiana 96, Boston 94 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's. BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite awards show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Amica Insurance knows. You build your life piece by piece through all the moments, both big and small. For generations, Amica's been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance. So when it comes to protecting what you've built, who are you going to trust? Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics.
Looking to boost your career? UMass Lowell graduates enjoy the highest mid-career salaries among all public research universities in Massachusetts. Explore UMass Lowell's graduate degrees at uml.edu/success.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
Well, this thing got fascinating. We kept going back and forth. The Pacers a couple of times looked like they were going to pull away with it. Got up by 13 midway through the third quarter. Up by 8 early in the fourth, but Peyton Pritchard reeled them back into the third quarter and in the fourth. Big threes by Derek White, by Peyton Pritchard. Tobias Keita, 15 points and 8 rebounds. Celtics trying to go 3-0 without Jaylen Brown. They got the ball here, trailing by 2, 96-94 with 33 seconds left. Abby has gone downstairs. We'll work on her day job when this game is over, in case the Celtics do pull it off. It's been a season full of nights like this that we didn't expect to see. The Celtics again trying to find a way. On a night they are 9 of 34 from 3. A 10th three could pull this off. Sam Hauser will take the ball from Eric Dowland and trigger the inbound. It's safe to Derek White. Watched by Neesmith. Derek White turns the corner. He's driving strong, going to pull up. Bank it home. We got a tie game. With 28.6 to go, Derek White not only ties it, The Celtics get the 2-for-1. 28.6 to go. Boston 96. Indiana 96. Pacers ball when we return on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
Every great team is built around its all-stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealers' award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco and Bronco Sport. Key players with iconic styling that sets them apart on the road. And all-terrain capability makes them ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer with room for 7 passengers and lots of gear. Your New England Ford dealers have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
The 99 Restaurant $14.99 Big Deal Meals are big on flavor, big on comfort, and big on value. And now you can dig into these big hearty meals all day, every day. You gotta love the nines.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Stay tuned for Amica Postgame Live presented by Amica Insurance. And Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about their award-winning customer service. Is Amica Postgame Live 28 seconds away? Or do we have some extra basketball to play? Celtics and Pacers tied at 96 with 28.6 to go. Celtics average 117 a game. Pacers average 111 a game. Doesn't look like either's getting to 100 in regulation. Ben Shepherd will trigger the inbound. All the way to the backcourt for Nembhard. About a 4.8-second differential on the 2 clocks as we count it down. Derek White in front of Nembhard. Siakam pulls away from setting the screen. Jordan Walsh is near Siakam. Nembhard now goes into his drive. Gets the screen from Siakam. Throws it back to him. 6 on the shot clock. Siakam against Derek White. Siakam bumps him. Free throw line. Turns. Floats it up. And it banks in. Are you kidding me? With the buzzard's luck that Pascal Siakam has had against a team that has tortured him for nearly a decade, Siakam spinning in the paint with the shot clock winding down, has a floater bank in to give Indiana the lead, 98-96 with 6.1 to go. Celtics will get their last chance as soon as we step aside on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Every great team is built around its all-stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealers' award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco and Bronco Sport. Key players with iconic styling that sets them apart on the road. And all-terrain capability makes them ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer with room for 7 passengers and lots of gear. Your New England Ford dealers have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBA.
6.1 to go. Baylor Shireman will trigger the inbound. It's in safe for the Peyton Pritchard. And immediately Nembhard gives the foul. Pacers had a foul to give. That will take us down to 5.1 to go. And maybe give the Pacers a little look at what the Celtics were trying to execute. Simons, Hauser, Shireman on the floor. Pritchard in the backcourt. Derek White triggered. In safe for the Hauser. Hand back to Derek White. Right hand dribble. Pull up. 3 in the air. No good. Back iron. And the Pacers have won the ball game. Fitting on a night the Celtics simply could not make a 3, that the game ends with a game-winning 3. Karaming off the back iron, and the Pacers hang on. They hand the Celtics their 3rd loss in the last 4 games. The final score, Indiana 98, Boston 96. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
Every great team is built around its all-stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealer's award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco and Bronco Sport. Key players with iconic styling that sets them apart on the road. And all-terrain capability makes them ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer with room for 7 passengers and lots of gear. Your New England Ford dealers have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
The 99 Restaurant $14.99 Big Deal Meals are big on flavor, big on comfort, and big on value. And now you can dig into these big hearty meals all day, every day. You gotta love the nines.
Having the right winter tire matters, so take control of the roads this winter with a new set of Bridgestone Blizzak tires from Town Fair Tire. Town Fair has the region's largest inventory of Bridgestone tires, all at the guaranteed lowest prices you'll find anywhere. And with 100 locations, you'll find a Town Fair near you. For the guaranteed lowest price on Bridgestone Blizzak tires and the most free services for life, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody!
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience because nothing compares to catching the Celtics in person. And that all starts by buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. From seeing your favorite Celtics stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. And even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. So put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. And we'll see you courtside, Boston.
The Pats play on the Sports Hub.
Nembhard now goes into his drive, gets the screen from Siakam, throws it back to him, 6 on the shot clock. Siakam against Derek White. Siakam bumps him, free throw line, turns, floats it up, and it banks in. Are you kidding me? With the buzzard's luck that Pascal Siakam has had against a team that has tortured him for nearly a decade. For just the second time in the last 23 games against the Celtics, decided in regulation, Pascal Siakam is on the winning side. That was the game winner in the final seconds. A floater from the dotted line that actually banked in to give the Pacers a 98-96 win here at the Fieldhouse. As we welcome you to Comcast Business Connect postgame with Advanced Network Cybersecurity Solutions and a trusted partnership. Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. Call or visit Comcast Business today. Just $15,650 on hand at the Fieldhouse to see it. Attendance brought to you, as always, by Ticketmaster. Feel the thrill of live Celtics basketball at TD Garden all season with seats from Ticketmaster, making a swish. Buy and sell your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. Next home game for the Celtics will be against these Indiana Pacers, the final game of the season series a week from Wednesday. But the Celtics now have some work to do. They have lost 3 of 4 for the first time since early in the season. Have 3 more games on the road trip starting Thursday night in Miami. We'll wrap this one up and preview that when we continue on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
At Shaw's and Star Market, find value down every aisle with our own brands. Enjoy our best for less. Our exclusive brands like O Organics, Open Nature, Overjoyed, Signature Select, and more. And are only found down our aisles. And now you can save even more. Earn 5 times the reward points on hundreds of products. Just click the offer in your For You gallery and look for the shelf tags. Plus, unlock bonus savings instantly when you click Play and Earn in the deal section. Our exclusive brands are a big deal. Save more at your local Shaw's and Star Market today.
You ready for the Celtics season? Yeah.
If you want your kids to love something,
big game for the Celtics tonight.
It's important to start them young.
That's why Amica Insurance and the Celtics Shamrock Foundation are teaming up to improve access to early childhood education across New England so that the next generation gets the start they deserve. Amica Insurance is a proud sponsor of the 18-time world champion Boston Celtics.
Brex is proud to be the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics. Brex helps over 30,000 companies spend smarter and move faster. Learn more at Brex.com.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Nembhard into the front court. Long arms of Jordan Walsh reaching out in front of him. Bradley sets the screen. Nembhard takes the three and hits it.
Nembhard just so casually knocking down. That was a big shot.
And just enough. The Pacers did tonight. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists for Andrew Nembhard, but the three-point shooting numbers are staggering. To have Indiana go 16 of 37 and the Celtics 9 of 35. And the Celtics had a chance to win the game, but a Derek White three at the buzzer rimmed out. That's why the Celtics have now lost 3 of their last 4 games. They have dropped to 9 games over 500, beaten by the Pacers tonight by a final of 98-96. Another rough offensive night for the Celtics. 22 assists on their 40 field goals, 8 of those for Peyton Pritchard, with each one. Delta Dental donates another $25 to the Tough School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. Visit 98.5 the Sports Hub /veterans. See how they're connecting every veteran in need of oral health care in Boston to a dental home at no cost. The Celtics had won 8 of their last 10 games on the road. Obviously won their last game here at the Fieldhouse in December, and they very nearly went 3-0 this year without Jaylen Brown, but just not enough offense tonight, and 26 missed threes in 35 tries. The Pacers not only ran them off the three-point line, Celtics just could not make them tonight. You look down, 2 of 7 for Hauser, 2 of 9 for Derek White, 2 of 7 for Anthony Simon, so it's not your night, it's not your night. Celtics hung around, kept coming back, made it a game, gave themselves a chance with some defensive plays. Down the stretch, Jordan Walsh played big minutes in this game, got 9 rebounds in 26 minutes, a couple of steals to give the Celtics opportunities. But boy, on a night Jay Huff makes more threes than anybody wearing a Celtics uniform, well, sometimes you got to realize you know we're going to get that game. Celtics dropped to 24 and 15, and now 3 more games on the road trip. First place, Detroit, next Monday. We'll be in Atlanta for the first time on Saturday with the new look there with C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert following the trade of Trae Young. But the Celtics' next game will be on Thursday night. Max and I will be back together, and we'll be with you at 7 o'clock on the network. Then at 7:30, Celtics try to make it 2 straight over the Miami Heat and snap out of this mini offensive funk as they will get a couple of days off in the warm weather in advance of the second game of the road trip. That will do it for us from here. Our thanks to Abby Chin for sitting in. Every time Abby sits next to me, you end up with one of those games that you talk about for years and years and years. It's just a great game going back and forth. And this was no exception as it comes down to the final seconds. Pascal Siakam's crazy shot banks in. Derek White's three is no good at the buzzer, and the Pacers win it by a final of 98-96. Max and I will talk to you Thursday night, taking our talents to South Beach. In the meantime, the extremely talented Joe Murray.
All right, Sean, go rest that voice, my man. I like to get a little bit of lemon and iced tea. That's what I do. Well, the Celtics might need some lemon and iced tea after this loss tonight. It wasn't good, and I will react to this, and we will be here with you as well. We'll do it all coming up next here on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Clinton Savings Bank is here to help power up your business. With our new partner services, you can process payments on any device, saving you time, and manage payroll with flexible, affordable options. Plus, with online banking, mobile deposit, ACH, and wire services, managing your business finances just got a whole lot easier. Enjoy no minimum balance requirement and no minimum deposit to open your business checking account. account. Visit clintonsavings.com to get started today. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Delta Dental of Massachusetts. They've teamed up with Boston's Sam Hauser for Veterans Assist to help deliver dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
And so New Year's means new technology at your school or business. Turn to Oakers for TouchView Interactive, full IT, infrastructure rebuilds, security, and AV upgrades. Get future ready in 26 with Oakers, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Ground level storage containers, road trailers, or mobile offices. Don't get stressed, get Eagle. Just call Eagle Leasing at 1-800-GET-EAGLE or get a quote at eagleleasing.com. I'm Brandon Eagle. You see us everywhere. We're Eagle Leasing.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
Siakam bumps it, free throw line, turns, floats it up, and it banks in. Are you kidding me? With the buzzard's luck that Pascal Siakam has had against a team that has tortured him for nearly a decade, Siakam spinning in the paint with the shot clock winding down, has a floater bank in to give Indiana the lead.
Well, there it is. That's what happened. The tie game, and then that happened. You know, the Celtics scoring isn't good right now. We're going to talk about it on our flagship station, 98.5 The Sports Hub. So go over there after this. We're on YouTube as well. What happened tonight, guys? I know there was no Jaylen Brown, but you went 9 of 35. Joe math? Let's see, 9, 2. So it says 26%. That's not good. Oh, they got to the free throw line 9 times tonight. Who did well? Peyton Pritchard had 23 points. Derek White had 18. Kata had 15. And Simons had 16. Simons had 2 points in the second half. That's not good. And then they benched Baylor Shireman, who they benched. But Jordan Walsh did well, 6 points, 9 rebounds. Well, anyways, shout out to Sean Grandy, who really battled through that tonight, and Abby Chin, who joined. And shout out to our guys, Colin and Matt Stenberg, who had to sit through that, because that was something. That was a tough watch, but they had a chance in the end. Anyways, I'd love to go to Miami, and that's where we'll go next. As the Celtics take on the Miami Heat. And we'll talk to you guys Thursday night, right here on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
Jaylen left-hand dribble drive, pulls up at the dotted line, floats it up, it rattles home, and Jaylen Brown has his 50-point game against Kawhi and the Clippers in L.A. Jaylen, right-hand dribble, into the paint, goes to Derek White, who steps back into the corner for three. Moving and grooving.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
Jaylen forces it up over Siakam. He tied it. He did it. Jaylen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left. 3 in the air. Got it.
Big boys step up at the right time, man. And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, and by Comcast Business.
Pritchard, half court. It's in the air. He got it. He did it again. Peyton Pritchard did it again with the world watching. He knocks down a half-court three.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Celtics basketball is a presentation of the 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network. From the Telfair Type Studios, WBZ from HD1. It's not just the games, it's touch
Hatcher and Hardy, Zolak and Bertrand, Felger and Maz, Joe Murray. For Boston sports fans, it's 98.5, the Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station. Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
All right, Celtics fall 98-96 in Indiana tonight. Pascal Siakam, the game winner. Peyton Pritchard, 23 points. Derek White at 18. Jaylen Brown did not play. He was also fined $35,000. The Green, they play in Miami on Thursday night, and we're awaiting the Patriots' next opponent. It's either the Texans or the Steelers. Right now, Houston has a 7-6 lead over Pittsburgh. Headlines, they're brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off an extra through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray.
This is what happens when analysts take over the game, take over the sport.
This is where you talk sports.
It happens all the time.
The Sports Hub.
Siakam pulls away from setting the screen. Jordan Walsh is near Siakam. Nembhard now goes into his drive. Gets the screen from Siakam. Throws it back to him. 6 on the shot clock. Siakam against Derek White. Siakam bumps him. Free throw line. Turns. Floats it up. And it banks in. Are you kidding me? With the buzzard's luck that Pascal Siakam has had against a team that has tortured him for nearly a decade. Siakam spinning in the paint with the shot clock winding down. Has a floater bank in to give Indiana the lead, 98-96 with 6.1 to go.
All right, welcome in 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. Well, there you heard it at the end there. That was Pascal Siakam with the hustle player of the game. Michelob Ultra, 95 calories, superior smooth taste. The ultimate trophy, Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. Must be 21 or older to enjoy. We snuck that one in for you guys. Oh, you want to react to that thing? You certainly can, but come on. Come on, guys. You lost to them. Remember you were down 20 once this year and you came back to beat them? Bad loss. Bad loss. I want to blame somebody, so I just blame the coach when usually that happens. But the Celtics had a woeful shooting night. Woeful. They lose 98-96. They still had a chance. Mentioned the Siakam play. Pacers now have 9 wins on the year. They only win at home. Mentioned Jaylen Brown missed the game. The Pacers went on a 20-4 run to start. They came back. Peyton Pritchard led the way, 23 points. Nimshkeda had 15 points, 8 rebounds. But it was Jay Huff who had 20 points for the Pacers. He had 8 rebounds and 6 assists. Celtics play the Heat. The C's finished 9 of 35 from 3. The Pacers were 16 for 37. So that's 43% versus 25%. Celtics still kept it close. They had a 54-38 edge in points in the paint. Excuse me. They had a 16-6 edge on second chance points. So the threes weren't falling, but everything else was working. And of course, they didn't have their guy to go to down the stretch without Brown. Pritchard led the way, of course. They couldn't get the win Monday. Pritchard still had a solid showing. He was averaging 26 points in 2 games without Brown this year. So keep your eyes on that one. 11 points in the third quarter for Pritchard. Got the Celtics back into the game. Shireman got the start. They benched him. Ugo got the start against the Spurs when they didn't have Hauser. So they've been tinkering with the lineups, but Shireman played 20 minutes, put up 2 points, but Jordan Walsh made the bigger impact, 6 points, 9 rebounds. And Walsh finished the game. So, Celtics got the number 2 spot in the East last week. They've now lost 3 of their last 4 games. All clutch games, by the way. They were just a few possessions short tonight, or against Denver, if you remember, the Spurs and the Pacers. The Celtics were one of the hottest teams in the league on their way up in the standings. They're also on a 4-game road trip against solid teams. The Heat come up, Hawks, and the Pistons. It's going to be a nice little stretch here, challenging stretch. So maybe things are evening out. just a little bit. Skaz, you want to get in on anything? And by the way, we have our eyes on the playoff game. We're awaiting the Patriots' next opponent, and it looks like C.J. Stroud just turned the ball over in the red zone.
Again.
Again.
A lot of turnovers for C.J. Stroud tonight. A couple turnovers for your Boston Celtics tonight as well. 12 turnovers for the Boston Celtics. I would say that's too many. The Celtics also only shot 9 free throws again tonight. They had 4 the other night when Jaylen Brown was fine. 9 tonight is also just not enough. The Pacers only shot 6 free throws, which is crazy low for an NBA team even in today's day and age. But the Celtics shot more free throws and out-rebounded the Pacers, the worst team in the NBA by most measures, and still lost this game. And I know they were without, Jaylen Brown, but no excuses, really. They should have won this game. They shot, 9 of 35 from beyond the arc, 26%. Not going to win a lot of games doing that. And a lot of guys had bad nights. Peyton Pritchard, 10 of 22. Derek White, 7 of 21. White, 2 of 9 from 3. Pritchard, 3 of 7. Not good. Baylor Shireman gets the start tonight. Only 2 points. It seemed like him and Mazzulla got into it at one point, or Mazzulla
what was all that about?
Kind of upset with him.
He never got back in the game. He was the inbounds guy on the play that they missed.
Yeah. So gets the nod. Then some mental error. Didn't box out. Didn't run back. I'm not sure exactly what it was. NBC, because we're listening here and Grandy's breaking it down, but then we try and watch it. And we couldn't see exactly what had happened, but some miscommunication there. He gets benched, and then, Boucher, Tillman, Amari Williams, none of these guys ever see the floor. So a very frustrating loss for the Celtics. Jay Huff scores 20 points on you, 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. He's pump faking threes and then throwing reverse dunks on you. A tough one, Joe. When the Indiana Pacers are beating you, that's tough.
I got to blame somebody, so it's Mazzulla. He's tinkering with the lineups. He doesn't have a guy to fit there. And I don't know, down the stretch, you just pull Shireman, who's actually a scorer. Walsh was fine. This isn't about Walsh. What's the deal with Shireman? Are you just tinkering lineups? Ugo one night, Shireman the other? I just mentioned this whole... They found their way to second, and now they've lost clutch games. Do you know what their record is in clutch this year? Take a guess.
How many clutch games is it now?
The amount is 20.
I'm going to say they are 7-13.
8-12.
8-12.
Tonight.
Okay.
Tonight they were 7, yeah. 12 of their 15 losses have come in the clutch, including the last 4 Scans.
How about their defensive rating in the clutch? Have you?
I don't have that.
So I have it, Joe, because we did it yesterday on the Green Teamers podcast,
which can be seen on YouTube.
The Celtics' defensive rating in the clutch ranks dead last in the NBA. They are the worst defensive team in the league in the clutch this season.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The Celtics. Is that because they don't have a big? Is that because what? What is that? Is it because they don't have a defender late? It's what is that?
I think there's a ton of reasons for it. The lack of Jason Tatum is certainly one of them, but I think it is part of that roster construction. The matchups, like Peyton Pritchard and Anthony Simons, are guys they're relying on offensively late in these games. They can't be relied on defensively at all in most of these spots, especially with a lot of the bigger guards we've seen lately. It's just a recipe for disaster, and we see it time and time again.
I'm getting frustrated because they're giving away wins. They're better than this. They are better than this. I get it. The roster, the changeover, all that, you're better than this. Losing to the Pacers is embarrassing. So, all right, Skaz, Joe Mazzulla unhappy with a no call on Siakam on the final possession of the game. How many more times are we going to hear a Celtics player complain about the officiating? Get to the line more. You had 9 free throws tonight. 9. What did they have the other night against the Spurs?
4, I think.
Okay. Can you get to the line more? Don't shoot 26% from 3 and take 35 shots. This isn't about the 3-point conversation. This is about complaining and not being accountable.
Joe, would you like to guess who's dead last in the NBA in free throw attempts per game?
Tell me.
The Boston Celtics are dead last in free throw attempts per game.
But it's the officials.
Would you like to guess who holds the record in a season for fewest free throw attempts per game? That would be the 23-24 Boston Celtics.
The championship team?
The championship team.
Oh, okay.
Shot the fewest free throws in an NBA season in league history.
And that was a team with, Drew Holiday. And
that team shot a ton of threes and had a ton of superstar talent on it. Now you're trying to replicate that exact same style and play the exact same way without Jaylen Brown in the lineup, and you're shooting 26% from 3 and shooting 9 free throws. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's not a good recipe for wins, Joe.
So I can blame the coach.
I think you can blame the coach on this one.
Thank you. Someone's got to be accountable for this loss. You know what? That's Skaz. I want accountability. That's all I ask for. All I ask for is accountability. Please, guys, listen. I'm telling you, Celtics fans, listen to me. You know, the Celtics will be a target when they're complaining about the officials. You're going to hear it from radio people. You're going to hear about it. You know who's going to talk about this, right? Where? Find me. Where? I don't care. Find me. Great leadership there. Accountability. And then the coach does it. So who's next? Who's going to complain about the officials next, guys? We got Jaylen Brown. Oh, is Bill? Bill the owner?
Fanboy Bill there.
Fanboy Bill.
Chisholm, yeah.
Him? What about his wife?
She might write a book on it.
She could. Am I being critical, unfairly critical, that they're not taking accountability for this?
No, I think it's very fair, Joe. I think it's starting to become a pattern. And if this was Jason Tatum, this is all we would be talking about.
Oh, my God. Stephen A. would lead off with it
If
tomorrow.
he was complaining about the refs in this fashion multiple times in a row, that's all we would talk about. I'm sure 2 to 6 would mention it. I'm sure Stephen A., Nick Wright, they would have their thoughts on it. So, yes, Joe, I think it is more than fair.
And you know what it is? And I'm being serious. Celtics fans